Hello, everyone. Um,
Ooh,
bit chilly.
is a bit.
Yeah. How you been, by the way? Also, actually, before you answer that, because
Yeah.
we delayed the podcast 2 days. That's kind of my fault. Um, we were gonna do it yesterday. I had to go do some shit on Tuesday. Uh, I got very drunk Monday night. Drove to the airport, hungover. Then,
Why'd you get drunk on a Monday night?
because I'm unemployed, what else do you do? So,
Well, really? You just decided to, like, by yourself, or you went out?
no, I was streaming, and then I just got way too drunk.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Um, Yeah. And then Tuesday, I had to drive with my brother somewhere, and then I was gonna come back home Wednesday, but then I like didn't sleep a wink because I was running back and forth from the toilet for fucking the entire night. So
Amazing.
yeah. So then I stayed in bed all day yesterday to recover, and then I didn't get back till today. So that's my fault. Blame me. But yeah. So now how have you been? You been all right?
I've been good. I've been
Been good?
busy. Oh, yeah. I'm busy. I'm a busy boy.
Yeah,
Um,
that's good.
Look, I had the idea that we had closed the Batgasm chapter as of last week.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we were going to go back to our regular scheduled
Non-tent?
content of non-tent, yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Of just pretending like we know what we're talking about.
With World of
But
Warcraft.
no, it seems as though Backgasm has other plans. I don't even know where to start because
Are we just gonna jump straight into it?
we
Is that
look. Let's not pretend like this is actually a World of Warcraft podcast. Um,
Well, there
look,
was no
look
news, right?
okay. The only thing I will say about World of Warcraft is yes, I'm
Uh,
still playing because I have an addiction.
yeah.
Um, there's too much WoW to play at the moment. I'm fucking over the fact that there's 86,000 versions to play.
Yeah.
But outside that, it is what it is. There's nothing else. There's mobs coming. They'll be fun for about a month.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's literally nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Darling, couldn't have said it any better myself, NT-wise.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Batgasm.
yeah. So,
So, do you want to set the scene of where we finished last week? Because, like I said, I was under the assumption that we had closed the chapter
yeah.
because we had tried to get him on, and he spurged out on us, and
Mhm.
we kind of just let it simmer.
Yeah.
But he had ulterior motives.
Yeah, and then we did our podcast, right? Where we just gave a recap of all the bullshit that went on, right? And then I don't know. Do you want to? I feel like there was a video that got sent to us. It's kind of funny.
I mean,
Should
we
we?
can. We've
I
got a
just
lot
feel
to get
like
through. If you
I
want,
know. I
if you
feel
want to
like we
watch
just.
the
Oh,
video, I haven't
yeah.
watched
You
the
haven't watched
video
it
that was
yet.
suggested. I'm more than happy to do it, but I'm just
Okay.
saying there's a lot to talk about. A
I know. Well,
lot.
this only goes for a minute and a half. It's a quick little
Oh,
meme.
perfect.
Yeah, just to start off with. Okay. Let me go to overlay a numero deuce. Let me do this quickly. NTY. You haven't watched this, right?
I've not seen anything.
Oh Christ! I should have done this before. Whatever. Uh, Wait a sec. This is what happens when I get home this afternoon and I do zero prep work. Okay. I need to share my screen with you. Entire screen. Screen one. Boom. Okay. There we go. And now you should be able to see this when I put this up. Yeah, cool.
Confirmed.
All right. So the capture's a little bit scuffed. Whatever. It doesn't matter. This is just a meme. All right, you guys ready? This one's kind of goated. Okay.
Hey guys, Batgasm here today. Our number one agenda is we will not talk about the trolls and we will try to clear Scarlet Enclave. I promise you, chat. I am not going to talk about the trolls. I defiantly am not going to speak about how the trolls are ruining my SOD experience and my life. Chat, do you know that these trolls are actively trying to wipe me in World of Warcraft? and in real life. These motherfuckers are literally triangulating my location right now as we speak and sending in Bitcoin Serbian assassins to kill me because I am trying to do a casual raid in World of Warcraft. Speaking of which, fuck everyone that plays with my trolls. Do you know that they are literally terrorists? You don't negotiate with terrorists. If you are playing with my trolls, you are actively wishing harm on me. Hey, Darth, come dump truck. Thanks for the 5 gifted. By the way, chat, my electricity and internet is going to be cut off soon, and I'm running out of money for food, so if you want me to stay alive and online, you know what to do. You don't have to donate or anything. But if I never come online again in 2 days, you know what happened? Anyways, chat, I'm not going to talk about the trolls today because they have been ruining my main income. Do you know I work as a waiter? I'm literally...
I don't know. I don't know how much I let it go on, but it just goes on more and more of that, all right? That... And what's insane is like, holy fuck, that can just like sum up like the last like literal 3 weeks of his stream, right? It's that on repeat. I watched a little bit of it tonight. He's literally doing a subathon or something because his fucking internet's gonna get cut off tomorrow if he doesn't pay his fucking bills. You're right. So, and he got trolled again tonight and they fucked the raid. So, you know, but it's like, yeah, go on. I feel like you want to say something here.
Look, there's obviously a lot to criticize there.
Yeah.
Like I said, like last week, I generally thought it was kind of over.
Yeah.
But he kind of fucking, I wouldn't say kicked the hornet's nest.
Yeah,
but he
did.
fucking like took a jab at us. Like I was done. Like we were done. We did our thing, right?
Yeah.
And now, like, I'm like, I don't know if you've got the clip. We don't have to. I
it's a quick one. He just like, he quickly is just like,
you don't even have to play it. But he called us, well, he alluded to. He doesn't.
Yeah.
This is the thing with Batgasm. He won't say anything outright.
Yeah.
So he'll just like allude to certain things. Like he alluded to us to that.
Except for the trolls,
leeches, right?
He'll like just show the full.
Well, not even with the trolls, because what he does with the trolls is he equates like in-game trolling to real life actions.
Yes, but what I'm getting at though is that like we won't talk about the trolls, but here's the exact screenshots of them trying to triangulate me. But we're not going to talk about it. I'm just going to pull it up on stream. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of shit is just wild. And that was before we did that other episode too, by the way. Just like he was just escalating it himself. So
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, and it kind of pissed me off of the whole like calling us fucking leeches.
Yeah,
because honestly, like now, yeah, okay, we'll probably farm you a little bit.
Yeah, we are farming it, but now,
but like
now.
at the start, I had actually had good intentions because I just saw a guy. I didn't know anything about him. The well hadn't been like, there was no poisoned well or anything like that. I just saw a guy getting like ruthlessly fucking trolled, and I was like, oh, that's a cool little story to like shed some light on it. Might be able to help him out, blah blah blah. And then he just went like he just manages to like turn every situation against himself, like every single time. And it's just so like he just constantly like he's like that walking meme of like, the guy riding the bike and he sticks the stick in his fucking bike and just blames everyone else.
Yeah.
It's like that. Yeah. And this isn't like saying the real life, because I have to keep saying it because we're probably want this stream. This will probably send us over the edge, but in his eyes, we're like very close to just being incorporated into these people who fuck with him in real life.
Because I asked in the Discord for anyone to reach out to me and give me info, right? That's it. And then that set him off over the edge, right? Because I wanted to hear both sides since he didn't want to talk to us. And we were still going to talk about it. So I just wanted to find out more about what was going on. Because let's be fair. Let's actually be fair, T-Wise. We might have looked into it a little bit if he was coming on the podcast. If he came on the podcast at the start, it would have genuinely been us just like asking him questions and letting him say his 100% unfiltered side and us saying that trolling's bad. You know what I mean? That's like genuinely what that podcast would have been.
Or if he just came to us and said, hey, don't want to shed any light on it. Because things have gotten crazy. Which this is what he did to me. He's like, "Hey, don't want to shed any light on it. Things have gotten crazy. I just want to kind of leave it." And I was like, "You know what? I totally understand that." I
Yeah.
said, "All good. Don't even sweat it. Like it's 100%. Like don't even worry about it." And then like legit, like 2
That
hours
night,
later,
I
he's
know.
streaming talking about it.
Yeah, and then the next night was the night that he fucking was showing it all, and then we're like, well, then how are we not allowed to talk about it? Like,
Not only that, he followed up. So he told me that it's getting too serious. He doesn't want to talk about Charles. He doesn't want to give them attention. I was like, I totally get that because that generally works. No worries. And then he's like, don't say anything. I said, cool, done. Didn't say anything. And then the next day, he had that stream where he talked about it, which I was like, okay, whatever. Do
Yeah.
whatever you want, mate. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
The next day, he messaged me again and followed up and said, hey, just wanted to make sure you're not going to tell anyone. I was like, cunt, you've already done it. I didn't say this, but like, I was just like, yep, no worries. Even in my head, I'm like, bro, you just spent the last 5 hours last night talking about it. But yeah, okay. I just said, yeah, okay, no worries. And then he goes on again. And then this is the one where he crashed out, where he shared like all their fucking material
oh
they've
yeah,
got against him.
yeah.
And I was just like, Jesus, man. Like, and this is the thing. It's like you try and have the best intentions for the guy, and then he just fucking like just ruins it. Like
Yeah.
the first thing it's like trying to like, I don't even know what you would even call it. Like it's not even sympathy baiting. I don't even know. Like, why would you make a big deal of it and then you just go ahead and do the thing that you ask people not to do? Right?
Yeah, I know.
Then like the latest thing is the leech thing, which is kind of throwing me off the edge.
Yeah.
Because things have happened before, which fucking infuriate me as well.
Yeah.
Like I'm probably just gonna fucking yap. So feel free
Go
to
on.
just jump in.
Go
It's
because
fucking annoying me.
yeah.
Because like I generally thought I could maybe help this guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I, before you full yap, can I
Yeah, go.
just quickly say, like, I'm indifferent to it. Like, my intention at the start, because like I know what, like, yeah, like yes, we are farming it, but we gave him like fucking every opportunity to interact with us and talk to us, right? I don't know, like, so I'm just like,
Okay,
just like, whatever. Like,
okay, yeah,
but,
I don't, okay, when you say, to me, we're farming it now because, like, I'm
yes.
not really on his side anymore. Doesn't mean
okay.
I'm not sympathetic to some of the stuff he's going through.
Yeah.
I'm just not really on his side anymore because I
Yeah.
have no really interest in trying to help him. But
Yeah.
would you say, like, when I did the interview with Leon, when I tried to help out, when I did help out that former mod of Peo, like, am I farming them?
No.
Like, that, you can say yes.
Well,
I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't.
No, but sorry, I just
that-
pulled something up. No, it's not farming though, because like it is and it's not, because it's a mutual exchange, at least. Like with Leon and the other guys, like they come on, maybe not they came to you, but like you offer like do an interview and
Leon,
stuff.
No, they didn't come. They didn't. Oh, the guy. Actually, the Peo's mod did come to me.
Yeah,
but
you go to Leon and you're like, hey, do you want to do an interview about the shit or whatever, or you just get to know him or whatever. I don't know what.
No, I was like, hey, it was literally how I approached Batgasm. Hey, you've got some fucking wild shit going on. I think it's a unique story. Do you want to tell your story? That was basically it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's like leeching. It's like I don't know. It's actually like Bankrupt and stuff. It's like it's not really leeching. I don't know, man. His viewers aren't watching us, like his actual viewers. You know what I mean? Like just the people that have been following the saga now. And now this is what I was saying at the start. It's kind of like the end of this shit. I don't know.
Yeah, like I genuinely think after today, there's no, like, he can't self-destruct anymore. So it's like, what else is there to talk about?
Yeah.
Because he does everything he doesn't want people to do, he does himself, which I will fucking get into because that pisses me off as well. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, the whole like calling us leeching thing, and then I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna like leak anything, whatever. But just because of my stupid fucking personal rules, whatever.
Yeah.
But he like people might not. I think we alluded to it. I think you might have even said it.
Yeah, they were trying to get me to send the DM, but I don't have them either.
No. Well, the fact that he like very like
Oh,
thinly
that
veiled.
PM. Yeah, bro. He like threatened us, and we were like, "Well, now we're gonna do it. Fuck it." Like, what the
He
fuck?
threatened
Like,
us he threatened us twice. So the first time he
yeah,
threatened us legally, and I was just like, "You're fucking retarded. Like, you're
yeah.
so dumb. Like, I'm sorry, but, like,
Ugh,
you're fucking in America, for one.
yeah,
Like, you have no idea what the fucking laws are probably in your own country, let alone someone else's,
yeah,
right? Like, he was calling people criminal for, like, trolling him in game. It's
yeah.
like, no.
I
Like,
know.
yes, it's against TOS, you could argue that 100%. And should they be banned? Probably, because they're going against TOS. But then it's not criminal. Like, imagine going to the police and said, "Hey, I'm getting harassed in a video game."
Yeah,
They'd be like, "Cunt, turn it off."
yeah,
Like, that's it's done.
yeah. Like, yeah. Fuck. It's because like we've said it a few times, right? But it's because he's lumping the people in the in game to the other group of people that are harassing him, but they're separate. I think there's only a little bit of overlap purely because they'll be in game
Yeah, but, like,
sometimes.
if you are lumping everyone into the worst, like, fucking human, like, people who were just trolling him in game, if you're lumping them into, like, actual criminal behavior,
Yeah,
that dilutes you when you actually have those, because I'm not saying they're not,
yeah,
it's not happening to him. I
yeah,
think it
yeah.
is. I think he's getting harassed in real
Massively.
life when it
Yeah,
comes to, like, doxing, attempts and things like that. But, like, when you, like, feign distress that it's all these people in a video game as well,
yeah,
like, it kind of dilutes your actual real concern of the people actually doing it in real
yeah.
life.
And on top of that, the people that are only doing it in the video game then like are getting a more escalated reaction from it. So they're gonna keep doing it, harassing him in the game too.
Yeah, and
Like,
and that's another thing,
and
like,
by lumping them together, then they'll those people. This is just how it works. They're like, "Well, I'm not doing that. Fuck you," and then they just keep like going with
yeah.
the in-game shit, right? And it's just a continuous spiral, you
And,
know?
like, he just doesn't, yeah, I don't know. And that was another thing, like, when we were talking to him, I was kind of maybe, not that I'm a fucking expert in fucking getting, I've never been
Mm,
trolled to this extent, so I'm not an expert. But
yeah,
I would assume that if you just ignore them to, it's gonna die down eventually. I'm not saying, ignore them for a night and they go away forever. But if you just at least try to ignore them, maybe not, inflame them even more,
yeah.
calling them names, bundling in there with, like, actual criminals, like, they might go away after that.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just
and that was kind of what, yeah.
Or I think part like obviously this is like the big like obvious flag to the whole thing is because every single one of these raids he's continued pugging. So they just invite random people, which are like, how many fucking people are left on sod? If you have 20 people whispering you to get into his raid, I could guarantee you 10 of them are just trolls. And if he's gonna try to figure it out on the fly in that moment to get the full raid group, he's doomed. He's never not gonna like one is always gonna slip through the gap, if he's
Well,
doing
not
that.
only that, but he's like, it's like guilt by association. So if you even, like, fan yourself in a group of these so-called trolls,
Yes, then you're
now
gone so too.
you're under the same umbrella
Yeah.
as these
So
trolls. So
people that
in
were
his
like
eyes.
his guild officers and shit are just gone now. They're like people that would have and were willing to help him. Like, so he's got even less people he can trust, which means the number of open slots in the raid increases for the pugs, which just means it's even easier for the trolls to get in,
Yeah.
right? I don't know.
Someone saying he uses Chat GPT lawyer, that would be insane if he actually did.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, if his threats are stemming from Chat GPT, that's just silly.
No, I don't know about that. Like, I don't want to get into any of his personal shit, but like, because he's like dealing with the estate or something. He has a lawyer that he's like apparently in
Yeah.
contact with.
I don't
But
want to
I
talk
don't know.
about it. I don't.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that's what he's saying. It's the same lawyer that he's asked for help or whatever. So I don't know. But
But yeah, so that was like when he, like, first of all, he, like, threatened us legally, which it's not, I know he was only doing it to try and scare us,
yeah,
but, like, it just,
we
I would
haven't
assume
done
this is how
anything.
probably the
Yeah,
trolls feel. Actually, now that I think about it, this is probably how I feel the trolls probably feel. Like, it's not like, it just pisses you off. It's just like,
Yeah.
why are you threatening me over like
Yeah.
silliness?
We literally, what's insane is we actually haven't even said as much as Batgasm has said on his own stream.
And
And
that was
he's
yeah,
annoyed at
yeah,
us. Like, we actually,
yeah.
like, yeah. Because we talked about it ourselves. Like, there's certain things that we're not going to, like, openly discuss, right? That, like, we were never going to talk about. But then Batgasm, I think, was so stressed, maybe, is my only, like, explanation for it, that he was so stressed, and because he's lumping everyone together, he thinks that we're just going to do this big expose and like tell everyone his fucking address in front of everyone, but which
And that
is
was
like, that
another
we're
thing. It's
never going to
like,
do that. Like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah, no. And like, yeah, there was only so many times I could kind of like try and convince him and tell him that, hey, I have no interest talking about these fucking psychos that try
Yeah.
and get to you in real life. I just wanted to talk about fucking trolls and World of
Wow.
Warcraft,
Yeah.
man. Like that's it.
And what's going on
Um,
with sod and whatever, we could have like yapped about a bunch of shit. So
well, that's the
like,
thing because he really wanted to talk about the way he does raid leading, which is fine.
yeah,
We can
we were,
talk about that. I mean, tell you what, I don't want to have a fucking whole episode about it, but I'm happy to talk
yeah,
about it because in his
still
eyes,
half an
this is
hour.
the reason. And I don't believe him, but he seems to think that this is the reason why he's getting trolled because they don't like the way he raid leads, which I think is just that's so silly. I think there's clearly other reasons.
Yeah.
Some that are pretty evident that you can just if you tune
Yeah.
into his stream, you'll probably see. But yeah, that was like that was the first threat of like legal shit.
Yeah.
And then the one that is a little bit more scary because he threatened us twice.
Yeah.
The one that was a little bit more scary because this can actually happen, but he actually threatened he said he threatened your channel as if he would
Oh
strike it
yeah.
down.
He
Like
was gonna
he would
report, yeah, like copyright strike it or report the channel for harassment or whatever. Like,
yeah, which I guess if you are harassing, I don't believe this is harassing. If we're talking about in-game trolling, particularly on
a
World of
live
Warcraft,
stream.
on a live stream in on a
Yeah.
World of Warcraft podcast, I don't think that's
Yeah.
uh yeah, I don't think that's harassing someone. What I
Yeah.
do think is against TOS is charging people for unbans.
Oh, true. Well,
Hmm.
I don't know. He didn't do it though. He didn't actually do it, but he was saying
Even
that,
if you say, "Hey, I will unban you if you give me money," that
yeah.
is against TOS.
Yeah, well, he
And
did
that's what
say
and this is
that.
it's
Yeah.
and that's what pisses me off. It's like these rules for thee, not for me kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I kind of like it just the more I watch this guy, it's more of the same
Wait,
thing. And
hark. Wait. No way. When did that happen? Because I stopped weeks ago. Okay. Well, but he literally said it tonight in their or after their raid. He was saying like, oh, for $50 I'll unban you. Okay, I'll just for the people that know, it was fucking hardcore lover man trying to get unbanned, okay? Which is
I don't know who that
crazy.
is.
Like, I don't know.
Is he like one of the trolls?
Yeah, he's like an alt account, like 100%. So, yeah, fucking, which is just funny because it's like, I don't know, it's funny, like, but it's funny to me because like I could almost see that person paying $50 to do it as well, which is insane.
Like honestly, like yeah, that's
Like,
and like personally, I haven't seen it, but apparently he has like this is alleged. I haven't seen this personally. I saw the one where he like tried to elicit fucking money for an unban, but the apparently he like goats his like tries to like get his like viewers to like mass report people.
oh, sort of.
That's against TOS. That's
He's-
against Twitch TOS and WoW TOS.
Yeah, he has changed that. At the beginning, he was saying that, right? But
Well, he's done it then.
I think so.
Okay,
But
well, there you go.
it's hard to. But he has been saying now though, like only the people in the raid report the in-game.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's
But I
yeah,
think at the
okay,
beginning he did like try to get people to mass report or whatever. So
yeah,
which is like,
so that's
yeah, which
TOS.
is also
TOS
part of,
on Twitch and World of Warcraft. The same, like the one he's like so like eager to like always bring up TOS, whether it's WoW or whatever.
yeah.
He's not even a follower of himself. Like But
Oh,
there's
like
another,
of
like
the
there's
rules
there's
and
even
shit.
another one. There's one that's probably the worst of them all.
Well, which one?
And he alluded to this in his fucking essay to me, and then I alluded it back into my fucking giant fucking essay to him.
Yeah.
But when he rightfully complained and does not like, you know, the doxing attempting, I'm totally with him on that. I think doxing is gross. It's horrible. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. But he threatens the dox of
Yeah,
these
on
so-called
stream.
trolls.
He fucking did that tonight, bro, as well. He did it tonight. He did it tonight.
It's just insane.
Because, like, there's someone that fucking keeps donating Black Trump as TTS through donations.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know. He went off about how he hates Trump. So then they
But
keep...
why Black Trump? I don't get it.
Well, I don't know. I guess the meme's like, because he's black, then it's like, then he wouldn't be racist because he's Black Trump or something. I don't know. I just know that it's like, because he hates Trump. So then they try say like, oh, Black Trump would be better or something. That's the meme. So they keep posting it to piss him off. But then, so someone fucking said like that, and he's like, I have your PayPal shit.
That
like
is
he fucking
insane.
said that live tonight.
That is fucking insane.
He said that live tonight. Like, I don't know who
he said that he said that to us as well.
About what?
That if you look over the message, he said that as well. He said, I've got these people's names. I assume it's probably through the same, but at the time I didn't know, but I would assume this is the way he's done it, through PayPal donations. And I even said in my reply, I said, it's very concerning that you would, you know, rightfully complain about doxing, but here you are, basically doing this exact same thing. Can I ask how you got this information? He never replied, obviously. I think he I read a pretty detailed response to him, and he just replied with like a fucking salute emoji.
Well, because I did the salute emoji, like, as in I second you with that reply, and then he just.
But like, but do you understand? Like, I'm starting. Like, again, I don't think you should be fucking trolled IRL. It's wrong. You shouldn't do it. But I understand why he gets trolled in game, and like, if he gets trolled in his Twitch chat, I totally get it now. Like, the guy, like, is just like doing the exact same thing that he's criticizing other people for.
Yeah.
If not, like, the fact that you're saying that you have someone's name live is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like, that's Twitch TOS. That's fucking, I would assume it's like fucking, I don't know about PayPal, but.
I don't know. I'd imagine that the trolls
that's the way PayPal works anyway, but still, like.
I don't know. I imagine the trolls are like smart enough to like, that's probably not the real shit anyway. But I don't know.
It doesn't matter, man.
I know it doesn't matter, but him saying it is still insane.
Look at this. 8 days ago, he used the dude's first name on stream to threaten him. Fucking unhinged.
That is mental, bro.
That is like so little. It's so ratty.
But like, yeah, and then he complains that like,
but what is the guy saying? Is the guy
no? He's like donating Black Trump.
Like, is he saying this whole Black Trump thing? Like, is that like? Does that warrant like potential being doxed?
Oh no!
You would think someone who was so concerned about himself getting doxed, you would think he would be like sensitive to the issue. Wait, did you send me something?
Oh, I don't know if that was me. I didn't send you nothing. I was just like, did I accidentally type in this chat? Oh, okay,
oh, hang on. It's all right.
I was just skimming over the shit. But
don't the trolls deserve it too? I don't think you should be.
No, you can't. It's not eye for an eye, bro. Yeah.
But I don't think you should be. You definitely do not deserve to be doxxed because you're trolling in game. Like, it's so silly. At the end of the day, this is a fucking this is a video game. Like, it's just silly. And also, it is on fucking Blizzard. Blizzard should do something about it. I'm with.
I know, but
at
this point though, like, if they do something, Batgasm is also equally done like against TOS shit too. So it's a bit of a like, you know, like, yeah, the trolling should probably, Blizzard should step in, but they don't give a fuck. Sod's on the way out. You know what I mean? They're not even probably, like, I know Bat likes to think when he gets like 150 viewers or whatever, or around 200 viewers, because all the fucking Crusader Strike Discord or watching like the shit go down. Like,
Oh, they're just trolls, man.
I know,
Like,
but Blizzard, the reality is Blizzard doesn't give a fuck if you even have like 2K viewers. You know what I mean?
and you know, like, look, I'm
they're
not going to
do
say I
nothing
was.
to help
I'm not.
Batgasm, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, I don't think you should be fucking trolled, but also I don't think you should be fucking threatening to dox people and threatening to,
Saying it
you know,
on stream is fucking
yeah, like just like the tease of like saying the person's first name, like, what do you think's gonna happen, man? It's
yeah. It just
someone who isn't
escalates
that someone is going to see that, and they might not even be involved in the trolling. They're not going to be involved in themselves getting doxxed or whatever. They might have just stumbled across this and figured out this guy is just like potentially doxing this donator. What do you think? What do you think they're going to understand all the fucking context
no
of like what's been going on for the last
Yeah.
fucking month? Like people are going to look at that and be like, oh, you know what? Fuck this guy going
Yeah.
around fucking doxing people.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's mental.
It's just
Oh,
like
it
it's
just,
just he doesn't.
it just goes
the
going
irony of
on
it
and
all,
on
like-
and on, you know. And the best part too, just quickly, is he always says we're not going to talk about the trolls, and then we spend 30 to 45 minutes minimum talking about the trolls. Oh Christ, it's so good, and it's been like that for a month. Every stream.
You know
man.
what the crazy thing
Ugh.
is? He
Fuck.
I feel like they died down a little bit. He
Yeah,
stopped
they
getting as
did.
trolled.
Oh, because he
Right?
didn't.
And then he starts talking about them
Yeah.
again.
He didn't stream. He like did some other content. The other like he was on League of Legends and he was playing Kata, like leveling a war.
Well, he said that he had some time away because he was feeling a bit down about the trolls, which I get, but that was also the same clip he called us fucking leeches. So it's
Yeah,
like, it's hard to have sympathy for someone that. Like, yeah. Sorry, I'm probably being real fucking like.
It's good.
I'm probably being like real fucking scummy about it, but it's just so
Yeah.
annoying, man.
Yeah.
Like the guy just manages to turn everyone against him.
Yeah.
Like,
No. Well,
yeah.
speaking
like,
of that,
I don't want anything bad. I don't want anything bad to happen to the guy, but also like I have no interest in helping him.
I don't want to cut you off on this rant, NT-wise. I love it. But was there anything else you had that you wanted to get off your chest now? Because I think speaking about turning people against him, we do have the main event that happened like after our podcast, which was just, I just found the whole thing. That was actually what blew my fucking mind. It's like we're at the girl and her AQ raid. I don't know. Can you remember her name? I don't have it up right now, but what I do have, though,
I've got a like her Discord name, but I don't want to say it.
Oh, okay. If it's her in-game name or whatever. Yeah. Well, no, she was in the Crusader Strike Discord, fucking talking about it the other day.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's like that big of a.
Oh
deal.
yeah, there you go.
Did anyone in chat know if like there's a raid tomorrow to help her? Boom. There we go.
I hope everyone helps her. Like even the people who are trolling, even if it means that you're doing it in spite of like Bankrupt, I would really hope that she gets her fucking Atiesh.
True.
Like even if it is out of spite of like you should just help her anyway. But if it's
I
out
would
of it,
as
you just
well,
need that extra gas by using the spite, just to spite.
Yeah, exactly.
BG, fucking use it.
I would help, but it's fucking, what do you call it? Alliance. So I've got a dog shit horde character, so I can't really help. But I do have the clip. It does go for like 11 minutes. We could like skim through it if you want.
Like isn't there like 30 seconds where he like kind of
The end is insane. The end is insane if you just want to watch that.
Maybe we can set it up and then just watch the end.
Yeah, okay. Well, I have it here. So
okay.
Here, let's see.
The sad clip.
Yeah, this is when, so like everyone was going around saying she cried and shit. She didn't. She just fucking like was like this whole
also
shit is psycho.
Someone started spreading a rumor that she was like underage as well.
Yeah.
I fell for that.
Well, I told NT-wise that she was underage because I got told she was underage, but that was all just bullshit. But I thought originally that Batgasm was doing this to a 16-year-old girl, and my mind was fucking blown. But she's not. So whatever. Look, that just made the story more insane. But it's whatever. She's a full-grown woman, okay? So there's a whole lot of shit here. Like, just to preface, Batgasm is going to help this girl try get her RTS down after his SE raid has already been obliterated by trolls. So he's trying to find something else to do. So he joins this AQ. And of course, all the trolls just follow him and they start fucking it up. Batgasm, like, tells the girl and all the people in her raid to join his Discord, right? And then so he's starting to, like, kind of take over. And this girl's like, what the fuck's going on? Because her whispers blow up with, like, 1,000 fucking people trying to get in the raid. And to be fair, it's Batgasm supporters trying to get in to help. And then it's like the trolls also getting in. But she doesn't know who the fuck she's like, what's what, right? Fucking. Okay. Yeah. So then this is what is actually insane is then she's trying to organize her raid that she's been in for like 6 hours. Apparently she'd been trying to fucking pug this AQ together. And then Batgasm comes in at the final hour and just fucking ruin this shit. Oh, but the reason why I brought up the fact she left Batgasm's Discord and Batgasm like knows their guild or whatever. So he chased her back into her Discord to yell at her and say this shit. Okay.
The fact that he like went that extra effort just to find her.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
It doesn't make... Is that pixel and item more important than us playing with people that's been harassing and trying to dox me for weeks?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
That's yes.
Only you can answer that, right, for yourself.
Fuck, the manipulation.
Yeah, I know, but just he deleted this. Just to be completely fair, this girl's not involved with the trolling or his guild or anything at all. She's like another guild on the server trying to do this, and he brings all this shit to her raid, right? And now he's trying to gaslight her into saying that it's her fault.
Are we too close to the door?
Because she was contemplating kicking Batgasm to make it all stop, right? That's what caused this crash.
Yeah, I'll wait to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. If you guys want me to leave, I'll leave. That's fine. If you play with them, I can't play with you again.
Well,
that's all there is to it. If they come help you, I cannot play with you again. Hey, I'll go ahead and leave.
I just pause it for a second.
Just a heads up, like, if that's what you want.
Okay.
Like, imagine like giving that kind of a manipulation to, like, the fact that you first of all you followed this girl into another Discord. She left your Discord. You know, generally that means she doesn't really want to talk to you, or she's just having, it's a bit overwhelming. So she's trying to remove herself from the situation.
Yes.
This guy then thinks, nah, it's a good idea for me to go chase this person, right? Not only does he do that, but he like manipulates her, puts her on the spot in front of how many people? He probably had like 200 viewers at the time.
Yeah, 212 viewers here. Yeah.
Like, it's just there's no self-awareness from this guy. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is where it gets insane because they so he's now jumped into the Discord. So he was like, this is why this clip's like 10 minutes long. She was in his Discord. I don't know. She's trying to figure everything out. He's like hot micing his stream shit into his Discord like he normally does, right? While she's getting bombarded with shit. So that's why she left that Discord, because he's waffling on about how everyone is after him, blah, blah, blah. So she like left to try to figure it out, right? Because remember, this is her raid, right? That she's been doing for 6 hours to try to get her RTS, bro. Okay? All right, here we go.
Like, if they help you at all, I cannot play with you ever again. That's all I'm saying.
Fucking hell.
What the? Oh God,
Look at Mike.
I'm just.
Wait.
Why? Why is that?
If you don't understand that, I had to call the police last night. Do you understand that?
There we go. Yeah.
I had to legitimately call the police department.
Imagine put that on this chick that just wants her Atiyesh in game.
If that is, yeah, again, you asked me to come here. If you play with these people that have literally prevented my guild and my raids from playing for 4 weeks now, we haven't been. Look at right now, right? What's happening right now? That's been the last 4 weeks for us. Like, again, you're allowed to do with what you want. You're allowed to do with what you want. You have the right to do so. I'm simply saying I am allowed to have my boundaries as well, right?
I understand.
So
that,
joining with these people, like, why would you even trust them or whatever,
care.
right? Like,
it's only because like I'm desperate. Fucking, it's like we've been in here for 6 hours because it was a scuffed run. It's
yeah,
3 in the
I
morning,
understand.
And if they were gonna keep doing it because you were there, I tried to message you and at least consider maybe
He
is that
doesn't
a way to
understand.
get this done. And now it's just.
Well, I can't be around that at all ever. You don't understand how serious this is.
So her fucking suggestion was for him to just leave the raid.
Yeah, but then that means the troll. That means the trolls win.
Yeah.
Right? If he was smart, he would be like, you could play this off and be like, he loves fucking RP. Why doesn't he just RP it off, right? RP it out, and just be like, yeah, I'm using my trolls to help you. Like, why do you not play it off that way or something? Like, hey, if stop trolling me, like you're gonna help this girl get her fucking Atiyesh, go for it. But instead, no, he has to like manipulate his way. The way, cause she's like, how's this my problem?
Yeah,
like your fault.
100%.
How's this my problem? And instead of he obviously didn't have an answer to that. So what does he do? Immediately jumps to this sympathy of, oh, I'm getting doxxed.
Yeah.
She has nothing to do with it.
Nothing. Bro, when the part, because all this is just a bit of retardation, but it's up until when he's like, do you understand? I have to call the police. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Does he say that?
Yes, to her. Because she's not like
in this clip or later?
Yeah, in this clip, he says that. It's insane. Like, it's insane because she's trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. You know, I don't know, because they did 1 or 2 pulls, and obviously the trolls scuffed it, and then this is what happened like after, right? This poor girl had been in this AQ for fucking 6 hours, man. Oh god!
You just hit people with a 2-minute ad break.
No, it's automated. I can't.
Okay.
I can't. I have to have ads because I got fucking affiliate. So I don't know. It's 1 hour of no interruption, and then there's like 2 minutes of ads, and then there's another hour of no interruptions. I felt like that was the best way to do it. Otherwise, it's like a fucking 15-second ad every 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Like constantly. So I don't know. Maybe for the podcast, a bad idea, but I don't know. I can think about that another time. But should we just stall for another 40 seconds?
Oh yeah, can you tell?
I can see the timer. Yeah, I got the timer. Yeah.
Yeah, we can. But yeah, it's like I don't know. With this, I don't know. I just hope this chick gets her fucking Atiyesh or whatever. I think she also wanted to. She had a few guildies as well that wanted something as well. So
there was like 3 other people in this raid.
Yeah, I hope they all get their Atiyesh or whatever they're going for.
Yeah,
because like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's like, I don't know. Have you've been trolled before, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's leaving it to in game? Like, what is the worst thing that someone's done to you?
It's just corpse camp me for like an hour or 2, and like.
And how did you handle that?
I just got angry and started yelling, but then, which is what they want, but I don't know. But to be fair, I think I've told you this. I can't remember because fucking I don't know. What am I going to do? I was like a 10 viewer Andy or whatever. So if a whole guild shows up to troll me and I got fucking 30 new viewers, then yeah, I'm going to yell and scream. And then I put like Subway Surfer on and Family Guy like on 2 times speed or whatever. Right? So, and then I just tried to get to the nearest town. You know what I mean? And just fucking fucked around. Right? I don't know. I like haven't been trolled like this.
Did you
but
actually
like
contact them? Did you contact them?
I didn't.
Disc?
No, I didn't message the FBI. That's right. That's my bad.
No, but did you contact the trolls via Discord, or am
No.
I getting one guide?
I don't know. I know you're saying that.
Okay,
but-
all right, okay. Necro.
Oh well, there's been another time where like because my thing after a while, especially, I was in like in SOD there was like the 4 horsemen around the world or whatever, and you could like do it in a
for
raid.
that stupid rune. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in a raid with like 40 people, and fucking Denlol and like 5 Alliance like jump in and snipe me. I was more mad and then they just left me behind. I was like more mad at like the 40 people I was with for doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like Denlol's gonna do that, and yeah, it's funny. And then I raged, right? But I don't know.
Oh fuck!
You know what I'm saying? Like it's funny. Spike has made
I
a whole
understand that you
video
would have been
about
frustrated at the time, but also that's fucking hilarious.
But it's like at that point, it's like fucking Denlol. Like I was fucking, I don't know, Duskwood. I think I was in, right. So I'm like near fucking Stormwind. They only have to fucking run out or whatever.
Yeah, because the 4 horse, one of them was like in the
Badlands.
Is it Deep Wind Pass?
Oh
No,
yeah, that's
Deep Wind
right.
Pass.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the cunts that I was with like just did nothing. So I was more mad at them. You know what I'm saying? Than the fucking like 5 cunts that were like after me. You know what I mean?
Fuck, that's funny.
So yeah, and then when I was like leveling up a little bit on at the beginning of SOD, they like briefed me a little bit when we got to like Stonetail Mountains or whatever. But that wasn't that bad because we were like capped at level 25 or whatever. So it's like I could fucking, fight back a little bit. Plus, I enjoy fucking PvP. I'm not one of these crybabies. It's just when they show up with like 10 people, I guess it sucks. I haven't dealt with this kind of trolling where they steal my lockout or whatever. But the fucking thing is like, I get a $1,000 check if I don't get to play World of Warcraft, right? NT-wise. So if you don't get to do your raid, you get a $1,000 check from Blizzard. Yeah, that's right. So, if they steal my lockout, then I don't have to raid and I get $1,000. It's a win-win. I can go straight to the pokies. So I don't know.
Someone in the chat is saying about the run is at 6:30 server time in AQ for their ATS. So
that's like 10 a.m.
If you can,
tomorrow.
please help them out. It would be very cool.
10 a.m. our time, around that maybe. I don't know. But
I don't know. I'd have to Google it.
True.
But
yeah, go on.
But another thing, because I was watching Batgasm. I've actually been watching a little bit of Batgasm. In preparation. Actually, it was pretty much once he called us leeches. Someone sent me the clip of the leech being called a leech, and then I just went like full fuck this dude. So I was watching him, and apparently the trolls reached out to him and said, "Hey, just let you know, we're like 99% done with the trolling," and he got angry at that.
There's no way. There's no way.
He got angry at them because they were taught. He got angry at them because he said that they were talking to him like they're buddies. And he's like, "This isn't a joke. You've ruined my business." I'm being dead serious.
Well,
but the thing is, like it's like what you said, right? Like I understand like initial frustration, and the lashing out. I totally get it. But surely he's past that by now. But he's still doing it. He's still lashing out at them.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he maybe is that dumb that like he got into his raid tonight because I watched I missed like the preamble 1 hour waffle, but I was there for the RP walking back and forth. So I saw the majority of the raid. They killed the first boss or whatever. Or they like got in. I don't know if they even actually killed the first boss. I don't even know.
No, they did.
Yeah. But he's like, "Oh, it feels so good getting to raid again." Like he's on the high, right? So as soon as the trolls ruin it, it's like that high goes from back up here to immediately crashing all the way back down. So then he's probably that dumb that then because he goes from the high to the crash, he starts lashing out again, starts going fucking nuts.
But he'll lash out, but then immediately follow up with, "But we're not going to we're not going to talk about it." It's like,
Yeah.
bro, you've already done it.
Yeah. And then it turned into the raid ended, and then it was like 45 minutes about like how his internet's going to turn off tomorrow. So, and farming some
Yeah,
money.
why is he? Because I saw he had like a internet goal or something. Why is his internet going to turn off?
Because he doesn't pay his bills, I guess. Like, that's why. Apparently, he's got really expensive internet, but he doesn't know why he's paying that much, but he has good internet. So it just sounds like
how much is it?
I don't know. I didn't really care. I didn't look it up.
Is internet? I don't know. Is internet expensive in America?
Pretty sure a lot of people said it was
I would think
not
it was
that
cheap.
much.
Yeah, I would assume it's cheap. I feel like it's expensive in Australia.
Yeah.
It's $130 USD he wants for his internet to not be cut off. That's
160
crazy.
total? Wait, what? Oh, 160 goal, 130. Yeah. But he also wants to be paid so he doesn't have to go to work or some shit and he can just stream on Friday.
Do what? Yeah, I would love to fucking not work and play WoW every day, but like, I live in reality as well. Look, and this
people pay for it, I guess. I don't know, but
like I respect his grind, because I've been there. There was a period of time where I really wanted to stream full time.
Yeah.
But like after a while, like
I feel like
I
feel like we talked about, I just want to hone back in on the fucking goal, the sub goal shit.
Okay.
I feel like if the fucking sub goal isn't real, like if he's actually not needing it for his bills, right? And he's just doing it to farm, then he's getting the most sympathetic people in his community to give him large amounts of money. I don't want to go full over, but we had that guy that told us that he gave Bat like $650 for bills and shit. And then that guy then sees Bat.
Right?
That guy got banned, and then he fucking like sees Bat not spend it on the bills and shit, and he's continuously begging, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on here? Didn't I give you $650?" And then when he like quietly suggests to Bat in DMs, like, "Hey, I gave you the money for the bills," Bat turns on him, right? And then the guy mentions it in stream or something, and now he's banned. So Bat got a $650 payday from that guy, and then then that guy's out of there because now he's learnt that it's a scam or whatever, right? I'm not saying it is a scam, but if it is, he's burning the like most generous and sympathetic people in his community. Do you know what I'm saying? He's like burning the people that fucking are like his most loyal viewers and chat.
Hey, what? I got someone sent me a screenshot today, and he could have used that fucking sympathetic person to help him out.
What, the lunch one? Yeah.
Man,
he was literally asking in his Discord for someone to buy him lunch. Like, I don't know.
I said that. I mean, actually, no, I didn't say this. I didn't tell him. But my idea was that I was going to pay him if we did the interview.
Yeah. Maybe
he would have done it if we told him that.
True. We were going to offer him like $70 or whatever it was to pay his power bill or some shit, but because Batgasm like didn't want to cooperate, we didn't even tell him.
It was that.
Yeah.
So wait,
you almost got suckered in by the scam into what?
I did. So that's it's an interesting, I don't want to, it's hard. But that's an interesting choice of like life choices. People would probably say the same about me, but like, hey, you play a lot of WoW. Like, yeah, you're right. I probably play too much. But yeah, I don't know. It's a choice to look, I respect the grind of trying to go all in on streaming. It's a tough gig, particularly in 2025 with how saturated it is, and on all things WoW makes it even harder. But yeah, I don't know. I would never want to tell someone to quit their dreams or whatever.
Yeah.
But from my personal perspective, when I was trying, it just got to a point where it was just like, okay, this isn't going to happen, and that's fine. I'm just going to move on to something else, or channel my fucking
into your
into something
Twitter
else
or whatever. Yeah. But
Well,
you,
that's when I started doing the Twitter after that.
yeah.
Um, but not saying it's the same. It's not the same creative outlet or whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it comes to a point where it's just like, okay, this is enough. Personally, if it got down to the point where I had to ask people to like pay for lunch or my rent or internet or whatever like that, like I would have quit so long before that.
Yeah. And this is what like I was trying to get at, right? How are you doing? Big chat message here, but I'll give you the gist. He's saying like he's talking about not having money for his internet, but like less than an hour ago, he's also talking about how he's going to order McDonald's once he has the money and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I'm
don't know.
imagining like McDonald's is kind of still cheap in America, but it's just like because it's fucking not even
Weird that
really
you call it.
cheap.
It's weird how you pronounce that, by the way.
McDonald's, Macca's,
Yeah, just Macca's is fine, but McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
Mickey
I've never
D's.
heard McDonald's, but okay.
I don't know how to read. You know that. We figured that out last time.
That would be wait, if your like main thing is your streaming, wouldn't the internet be like your number one priority?
You'd think so. Because you could still
he's not
squat
gonna-
in the house. Like,
Because what is he?
you know?
What is he?
Ugh.
He's got what 300 subs. Like I don't know what that converts to, but like I don't think it's any money to sneeze at.
Yeah.
It was more subs than I ever had when I was streaming.
The 200 subs? Yeah. That's not bad.
I think he was at. I think he was at 300, wasn't he?
Well, it's fallen off a little bit NT-wise, but because he did like a subathon.
It's crazy he's not partner. He has the stats for it. Does he not? What I'm starting to realize with Batgasm as well, is he actually? There's a lot of things he actually doesn't know what he's doing. Like
yeah, a little bit.
Look, when it comes to streaming, as someone who's been streaming for so, like, when I say someone, I mean him. He's been streaming for so long, but he's doing things that like you learn within like the first couple of weeks of streaming. Like,
I know.
He's like everything's manual for him. Like he updates like his like donations and his subs, everything all manually. It's like you can automate that, man. Like you don't need to.
Yeah. Which is
You don't
what
need to.
it's literally. He's using stream elements or whatever. It's literally built into it to fucking automate it. So I don't know. You know,
but if you, so you only need 75 viewers
for a month.
Yeah, but you have to. They don't tell you this, but you actually have to get it for multiple months.
Oh, okay.
So I got it organically for 1 month.
Yeah,
and because I used to get it a lot because I was very lucky with hosts.
Yeah,
and they would always I'd always apply, and they would be like, nah. You're cheesing it, basically. And they said, no, there's too many, like, you're getting hosted. That's how you're getting higher than 75. And I was like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So I don't know when it was. It was like maybe it was one of the expansion releases or something.
Yeah.
I organically got it and I applied and they said, great, you did it, but you need to do it more. You need to do it for like, I can't remember what they said, but it was multiple months of 75. I just thought he would have got that by now.
Well, the 200 plus viewers are only on raid night when he's getting trolled, right? So, and I feel like,
what do you like? He should farm them, and then like he should play into it, get the partnership.
Yeah, but he's done so badly now that it's like he's escalated the whole thing to an insane level that it's like he should like log off for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I don't think he can afford to, can he?
Well, apparently
he's like
not.
Putting himself in a corner where he's like he has to stream.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, yeah. Well, it sounds like he could just fucking go work whatever day job he has, which he only does like 1 shift a week by the sound of it. He just do that 5 days a week and cover himself. But I don't know. I don't know if I really want to get into this because it's such a
if it's like super personal, I don't care.
No, it's not. It's him. He was like whinging about how like, you know, if his viewers don't go back up, he's never going to stream again. And, you know, and that like I should take a break. And, you know, if I take even like 2 weeks off SOD, then my viewership's going to plummet. Like he's like talking about this for an hour the other night. It's just like,
I know what you're talking about. Where he was like
on stream.
Yeah, he's like mental. Keeps mentioning like the view count and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, and anyone who has streamed that like had tried to make streaming a thing, whether that you tried for a week straight,
Yeah.
month straight, year straight, whatever, I'm going to tell you, you have all these intrusive thoughts of like, you're always looking at I don't care what anyone says, you're always looking at the view count.
Yeah.
Always. Right.
Yeah.
And then like, if it does drop, it does fucking hit you. And like, that's when like the intrusive thoughts come in and be like, hey, you're a dog shit streamer. You're
Yeah.
actually horrible. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're wasting your time. Don't do
Yeah.
this anymore.
Yeah.
Right. And the battle to that is just to fucking ignore it.
Yeah.
Right. But then Batgasm is just like, nah, this is,
Fucking
I'm gonna
says
talk, I'm
all of it.
just gonna full send this. And it's just like, that's not the play at all. And it's not like, I would say that to any streamer. I feel like any streamer would say that. Even from a viewer's perspective, do you really want to go into someone's stream and listen to them talk about
Their views
their
going
own
down.
view count? Yeah.
I don't know. I 100% agree with you, man. But see, this is like where I'm still in a privileged position that if like, you know, I go live and I have like 5 viewers for the first hour or whatever, because I usually go live because I want to, or like I want to play Kata or whatever. And if I'm going to play Kata and do dungeons, I'm like, I will stream it as well. You just power through that shit. You don't mention it or say anything. You know what I mean? Also, like, because like time zones, shit, just if people have to, like, if you got a small community and stuff anyway, people have to actually log on. Some Friday nights, everyone's being losers and everyone's home on a Friday night. Other Friday nights, people are actually going out and they're not on their computer. You know what I mean? Like, you can't fucking, it's, you know, unless you got bots or something that are fucking inflating numbers, then like, you know.
When you guys got fucking view botted.
Yeah, Christ. But that was like in such an insane way that it'd be insane for anyone to do that. So,
I know.
You know.
I know. But it was just fun. It's funny.
Yeah, talking about view count is the worst, kids. It's just so, like
this.
It's like I've got nothing else to talk about. Nothing else that I could talk about at all other than complaining about my view count going down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a time where a streamer has like looked over, saw a fucking viewer count drop and thought, let's talk about this. And went, oh, I'm glad I talk about it. I'm glad I fucking spoke about that and brought myself down.
God. Yeah. It's pointless. It's just because like, and like you said, everyone's doing it and you are kind of unconsciously doing it at all times and you can't help it because like, you know, you, especially once you get out of like the fucking 5 viewer, like 0 to 1 viewer bracket to 5 viewer bracket, then you might be in like a bit of a actual wave or an algorithm of whatever game you're playing or whatever the fuck you're doing. And then so you're watching like what you're doing to your view count to yada yada, right? And then that's all going on in your head. But that's something like, for me, I got like Spicus and some other mods and stuff that you have that conversation at the end of stream and be like, oh, this part was good. Everyone fucking tuned out during this part. That was shit. I'll try not to do that again. You don't say it mid.
Yeah.
It just ends everything, whatever you're doing.
And also,
you know,
if
like,
you do talk about it, you kind of send the message to your audience that it's okay to talk about view count, right? So you're going to get those times where you're like, in your head, you're like, no, I'm not going to talk about view count. And then there's some guy that comes in, notices that there's been you've been tanking.
Yeah.
Right?
And then
just
like,
points to it. And it's like, hey, you said you're talking about like, it's like the trolling thing, right? He gets upset if other people bring up trolls, but he just sits there and talks about trolls for fucking 5 hours. He
literally yaps about everything going wrong in his life for an hour at the start of his stream. At least for the last like 3 weeks I've been watching it. Do you know what I mean? So an hour of him rambling about how this sucks, that sucks, the trolls have got him, raids ruined, viewership's down, I don't want to play this game anymore because no one watched it, blah, blah, blah. Goes on for an hour, and then when people like talk about it on stream later, he gets triggered. You know.
Well, the thing is, though, like a lot of people like probably just watch Twitch to fucking like escape real world, right?
Yeah.
And they don't, and that's the thing. They don't want to see someone talking about their. To be honest, it sounds fucking bad, but no one wants to fucking hear your shit. They've got their own shit going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, he just, I don't know. He's like, he's
his own worst enemy.
Yeah, he's his own worst enemy. He really is. Like,
Oh,
and that doesn't
Christ.
take away from all the bad shit that does happen to him, but he is his own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Because because I had a look on you fucking cunts on the Crusader Strike Discord are funny. Naughty
Wow.
boys. He's a naughty boys, but these
Yeah.
are funny. I was having a look on there, and they actually give the cheat sheet of how to get rid of them. They
How to get
even
rid of
say
what?
in them. They say all the time in the chat, "Hey, if he just ignored us, we'd get over it. Like we would go do something else, right?" But he doesn't. He just keeps.
Oh god, yeah. Actually, bro. Actually, because it's all just like an attention thing, right? Like the trolls only do it because they get the reaction, you know, and then it just continues. And Backgasm hasn't stopped giving them a reaction for a month. And it's like somehow continuously got worse. Like, you know, and I don't just mean because like the in-game trolling has just been the raid getting stolen, right? That's what it's been in-game, the trolling.
Well, what happened before? I wasn't watching Backgasm before the trolls. Was he was he actually getting he was getting views just actually
Yeah.
doing raids though, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was doing all right. It was still like 80 to 120 easy every night, I think. Roughly around that. But it built up. Like I saw him something like that, but he'd crash out on
Crashing out
viewers.
on loot drama. That was one of the first clips I saw of him.
True.
Oh yeah, he was funny, man. When he was doing the "Do Not Come"
Oh yeah.
and was like doing the dicks in his face. That's hilarious.
Yeah. But see, then when we
do
see that
that.
clip, he was like, "Oh, I don't want to show it," which was so funny. We didn't really talk about it that much, but he like
What's that?
deleted the clips that we were going to react to, like live, live during the or at least like 5 minutes before we went live. He must have deleted it because I double checked the clips like half an hour before we went live to get him ready, and he like went through and deleted it. And it's like, though, this is what we were saying, man. It's like that shit's funny, you know.
Yeah,
he's done it on his stream.
Like,
and then, like, when we react to it and want to have a laugh about it, then it's not okay anymore. Like,
is it an ego thing for him then?
That's
that
why
what it is?
I reckon
Does he
that
have
it's
an
just
ego?
like, wow, come on.
Is
If
he not
we're-
like being laughed at?
Yeah, but why do it as a joke and then, or like in some funny way that's clearly a joke? I don't know. I guess
Or
it's
just
if
lean
we're
into it,
laughing
like,
at it, not with him or something.
Your
you know
chat
what I mean?
is like this. My chat was the same. When I used to stream a lot, my chat was exactly the same. Like the streamer kind of just becomes the butt of the joke, right?
But that's always like, that's how it always is, I feel. You know,
Yeah, and you
unless
just
it's a
roll with the
girl and then they're like,
punches.
"Hello, baby. I love you, baby," if you're a girl.
Yeah, well, that's weird. But like, you just roll with the punches, right? It's just
Yeah.
it is what it is. But he just like it doesn't like. Oh, that's actually frustrating because like he actually has good content with the crash outs. But
Yeah.
another thing I wanted to mention is we didn't really talk about it.
Mhm.
But the reason why, because he said he was going to threaten to strike your channel. And the reason why, which is just, this is crazy, he said that we weren't allowed to look at his content because he had taken it down, even though he had streamed it. But he said nice cock, by the way. He streamed it in mistake, by mistake. And because therefore he streamed it, it's out in the world. He then removed it. Therefore, you're not allowed to look at it anymore.
I think
that was.
I don't want to like get too much into it, but the thing is, he's lumping in like him spitting on his garbage pile in the car to some clips where he might have.
No, because he removed all ones that made him look like the ones that were funny.
Ones that made him look dumb or like stupid content.
Well, funny, I'm sorry, but that shit's funny. Like you might look dumb. Like it's the same thing. It's like we're having it. Like have a laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. But see, this is the thing. Fucking like I don't know. Like we're always gonna do it above board. Just like a bit of fucking inside of baseball. All the clips that I had lined up for last week were direct Twitch clips that were still up on his like channel. until he deleted the spitting one.
And then
we
said
show.
even if you find ones that I don't want you to watch because I forgot to delete them, I was like, that's when he was still going to strike us. He goes, he goes, I don't want you to look at content that I've removed because I streamed it by mistake.
100% fair.
And there's other clips that I might have forgotten that I've deleted, so you can't watch those ones too. Like we have to fucking read his mind, which ones he forgot.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's be real, man. If you're embarrassed about spitting into a giant trash pile in your car, maybe don't have a giant trash pile in your car. Show it on camera. You know,
true.
Like, and then have that clip as like in the top 10 clips on your channel for like 3 years or however long it was. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Because he's not a youngin. He's an older gentleman.
Yeah, he's an old man.
I believe he's older than me. But look, don't get me wrong. When I was a little bit younger, I was a bit of a fuckhead, and I was probably a bit of a grotty cunt, right? But I never let my car get that bad.
Never.
But the thing is, if I had if one of my mates, in his early 20s or whatever, and he had like a real grotty car, it's kind of funny when you start getting to like late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s. It's like, come on, man. Like people are definitely going to point at that and laugh because shouldn't be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can tell you, like, I've been lazy. I have one water bottle, like a plastic water bottle I bought at a 7-Eleven or whatever, that's in the footwell of my passenger seat that rolls around and it fucking drives my head in. It's only been there for like a couple days. It's like,
take it out.
I know I need to just go throw it in the bin. I haven't done it. Yeah. But like, there's not going to be 2 fucking empty water bottles. God forbid 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the one. Every time I get in my car, I'm like, fuck, it annoys me. Right? I'm not.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we don't have a beta mindset, but you're right. I remember that clip of his, the beta mindset. That's funny. I don't know if he's being serious.
Yeah.
If he's being serious, then whatever. Think what you want. But if he's joking, that's funny. Like, send that stuff. Don't fucking threaten legal action against people on the internet, particularly when they're across the world. Like, it's like,
I know.
It's not going to happen.
The FBI's not coming after us, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like America, like, just fucking bombed another country. They're not going to be fucking worried about some cunt getting fucking
I'm gonna
trolled
get extradited.
World of Warcraft, yeah. Yeah,
I'm going to have to go to Ecuador fucking embassy and hide out for 10 years.
Yeah,
so
send ICE over to us. to read your move, to get up,
I don't know. Yeah, fucking up. Is there any? I feel like we've kind of covered most of that shit. What's the last thing?
We've covered it. In terms of the future, I would like to kind of close this chapter, go back to our boring podcast of WoW.
Yeah, hopefully something happens in WoW.
If he talks shit, then obviously I'm going to talk about it. If he calls us names, I'll probably talk about it. But I said I'm still open to talking to him.
I don't care. This is why when I said at the beginning that I'm like completely indifferent on it. If he wanted to like talk about tomorrow, like whatever, But I rated him after the last podcast and I was like, I love you, Bat, in the chat. He
was being so nice to you. And
then like the next day he like talked shit or whatever.
No. That was no.
Oh no, he threatened us in the DMs, but then like afterwards he called us leeches for doing the podcast.
Yeah, but like you just threatened legal fucking action against someone, and now you're pretending to be their best friend. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. You rated him because we said no balls and you were drunk. Stop the cap. Yeah, well, fair. But also, I knew like all of you were banned, so none of you could say anything anyway. So it was a safe. It was a safe raid.
I heard him. I did hear him reference that today.
What?
Because like he was bringing up like chat logs of people, of potential trolls. He'll bring them up, and then he'll go through their logs, and they might not necessarily be that trolly. But then he would just say, "Oh no, I saw them talking in another stream, and I
Yeah,
banned him for
okay,
that.
this
And
one.
so I think he's talking about. He
Yeah.
might be talking about a different stream, but I think he's talking about the podcast when he was like
Yeah, of
literally watching
course.
live
Yeah.
and just fucking cross banning everyone.
I don't know. Oh, wait,
Any
what's going
challenges
on?
for next week's troll? There's no challenges. I don't even want to. I'm not going to say anything because he got angry at me for that as well. Because
Oh, okay.
one of you dirty dogs, and it wasn't like supporter of him because they weren't sub to him or anything. It was just like a random name.
Yeah.
I guess they could have been supporter of him, but they were like, "Hey, Entice just challenged all the trolls."
Oh, yeah,
And
that
he's
was
like, and he
100%.
goes,
Yeah.
yeah, I know, you fucking cheeky dogs. And then Batgasm was like, "Yeah, I know." It's like, fuck off, dude. Like,
Oh, it's kind of goated though. Let's be real. It's funny, like because it's like,
it's
come
funny,
on, like we didn't fucking tell anyone to do anything. Actually, I feel like it's completely fair to talk about it now. They told us that they were going to troll him, right? We found out that they had a plan. Like we didn't know the plan, but they alluded to that they were going to attempt to troll him or whatever. Before we did the podcast.
I can't say anything because then I have a feeling of what they're going to do. Like
Yeah.
I have a feeling of their end goal, but I'm not going to say it. But I have
Well,
a feeling of their end goal. Can't because then
I'm-
it'd be like, "Oh, you challenging
Oh
them."
yeah, okay.
But I think I know what.
If you
their end
have
goal
two
is.
brain cells to rub together, you can see that Sod's ending, right? So then let's just take another think from there.
Yeah, but fuck, I don't want to say it.
Yeah, don't say it. That's why I said you have to have two brain cells to rub them together,
It's
and
not
then you
that.
can figure
It's
it
not
out.
that. I think it's something else.
Oh, really? Okay, well, tell me after, I guess.
Yeah.
Fucking. Well, I don't know. What's the oh yeah, do we even talk about fucking Frontier or any of the other shit? Have you even been looking at that?
I haven't really been paying attention. I know that Frontier started the hardcore people. I know some of them have hit 60 already. But the thing with, and this is the thing, I mean, I talked about it earlier a little bit, but it's just too much fucking WoW, man. It's too much. Not only is there too much WoW, but nothing's happening at the same time.
Mm.
And I think it's because like everyone's so spread thin. Like there's some people who probably don't even know the Frontier is even happening.
For sure.
I think it'll get a little bit more exciting. I feel like there's also like hardcore fatigue in the sense that like, and that's why I'm not posting any like death clips because I don't think anyone fucking cares anymore.
True.
Like
if it's a good death clip though, I feel like it'll be
maybe
worth,
like if it's a raid wipe, right?
Yeah.
But like previous hardcore, I noticed like when they first announced hardcore, like I can just see in like the impressions that I get on the tweets that kind of when they start to drop off, right?
Yeah.
And it's also the same. It's like people stop playing hardcore, you get over it, right?
Yeah.
And then like and then when they redid the fresh, obviously it fucking boosts up again.
Yeah.
You're getting like a fuck ton of views on it, but people you just get fatigued. Everyone gets like I remember like there was like I remember I was like tweeting the most dumbest fucking deaths, and it was still getting like 100,000 views, like something ridiculous. Like, and they're stupid fucking deaths. Like, if I did that now, it would get like fucking a couple of thousand, if that.
Yeah.
And people are like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Right? And so it will come around again. The only thing I think that comes with Frontier.
Careful, NT-wise. You're talking about viewership right now. Careful.
Oh yeah.
No, go on. What about Frontier?
I think the only thing that comes with Frontier is
the
rating.
Yeah.
Not only the rating, but the like world first. Like people get really upset on Twitter when you say world first. People did this 16 years ago.
Yeah. Classic.
Like,
Yeah.
But like, you know, the races or whatever you want to call it. Like, I think they want to get. I don't know if they're gonna go for world first for AQ because AQ comes out soon.
Yeah. That'll be a mission because I got to do prog MC into BWL. Do you know what I mean? To get a couple bits of gear.
So what? They're only going to do fucking Nax? They're going to try and get world first Nax on fresh hardcore?
I guess. Just because like MC, BWL, and it's hardcore, so I don't know. Like, I'm not I didn't join or whatever, but because How You Doing and some of the other boys are in it. I like spoke and like LSJ,
no world
light skin
buffs. Yeah, they're doing it
Jesus.
with no world buffs. That's,
Yeah, and
that's
no
the
world
big
buffs.
caveat. Yeah.
Right? They were saying, like, some of these guys, like, alluded to, they do have, like, actual proper fucking plans already laid out of how they're going to achieve this shit, but way too much prep and there's no world buffs. They're going to slow roll. So then what the I don't actually even understand. They just wanted to do alliance with no world buffs. Is that for paladins?
And also, like, it's a very hardcore.
Oh yeah, they're doing the guild self-found, right, as well? Or no? I
I
thought
have
there
no
was no
idea.
rules.
That's what I
but-
mean. Like, it's so like I just don't care. I think it's too close to the fresh
Only
hardcore.
Fang?
Yeah, only Fangs thing.
Yeah.
Like the other thing was fucking huge,
Yeah.
right? It was probably the biggest thing in WoW. In like the height of it was obviously the Soda versus Tyler duel.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's gonna get to that peak for a very long time, if ever. If ever.
For
Like,
WoW, what's the next WoW thing you think that would ever even hit that?
I don't know. I don't know. But
It'd have to be
that,
like WoW 2 and Asmongold
but
comes
to
back and
me,
plays
in
it.
terms of
you know,
like the things I personally saw and like
Yeah.
the Twitter and stuff, like that small, like obviously OnlyFans was huge all the way around, but there
Yeah.
was a brief period where it was like Tyler like hitting 60, him doing the duels,
Yeah.
everything like that. There was like maybe a week period, 2-week period where it felt like, and I could be just me being in a fucking WoW bubble, but there
Yeah.
wasn't much bigger things going on the internet at the time, right?
True.
And I think for that brief period, it was as big, possibly as maybe not, but it was still big. But it was comparative to Classic launch in 2019.
Oh, as in with viewership and like engagement.
Viewership, like just the hype of it.
I don't know. I
bit of
think maybe I feel like maybe you're right, but because of hardcore, I'm just gonna be real. You know, the average thing. I know so many people that like try to play classic. They got to Ashenvale, started to get ganked, and didn't continue playing. Even the 2019 shit, like the casual gamer. And I think hardcore sort of has that same thing that like people come in from the hype and they play and then they die at like level 30 and then they don't run it back. You know what I mean? So it was huge, but I don't know, like a lot of people did get 60 as well. There was like a lot of people around, but
yeah, don't get me wrong, it was fucking huge. But like it's just right near at the point now where it's just diminishing returns.
Yeah.
Right? They have to do something so drastic. That's why OnlyFans worked, because it was not only was it it was different, but it's also just all these different personalities, big streamers, everything like that. Like the fact that I don't think OnlyFans it was as big without Tyler. Tyler made
it brought a
OnlyFans.
whole other section of the internet into that category.
Fucking insane.
Yeah.
I just don't see that happening again. I know they said they want to do like a OnlyFans 2. I don't know, maybe it gets as big, but like I don't think anyone wants to see OnlyFans 2 for like another fucking 3 years.
Yeah, at least 2 years. You know what I mean? It has to be at least.
No one cares. It's
but
just
like
it's so much fatigue on it.
The rumor,
particularly classic WoW fatigue.
The rumor is that they're gonna, when TBC comes out for Annie, like anniversary, that they're gonna roll the Doomhouse server into TBC. That's the rumor. There's no.
The only rumors I'm only hearing it. I haven't heard it from any credible.
Yeah, it's just floating around.
Anything credible.
That's all.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything, and I generally hear whispers, but I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, so I don't know. The only reason why that rumor even is coming out because I think is literally from one clip of Soda Pop and saying on his stream that he'd like to do TBC if he was going to do OnlyFans again, because otherwise it's the 3rd time that we're gonna do hardcore classic. You know what I mean? Like there would have to be something different. You know,
I feel like with hardcore WoW, obviously not from like a giant for everyone, but for like a really, I still think it's a large population or a large community. I feel like there's the cooldown always resets on classic WoW.
Yeah.
How long that is, I don't know. It might be 4 years, 3 years, whatever. But there is a time where it's like, okay, I'm ready for fucking classic WoW.
Again.
I think anniversary to original classic would have been okay if there wasn't like your fucking sod, your fucking
Yeah.
season of mastery. If
Yeah.
you didn't have those two things and Anniversary came out at the same time, I feel like it'd be a lot bigger now.
Yeah.
Or
'Cause-
they waited another year or whatever.
But you're right. There's people stuck on fucking not Moonguard. What's the like the White Mane? Sorry, that's how little I think of the people that play on that server. Up there with Moonguard. Fucking
I hate them, dude.
fucking but think about it, though, there's like people that are literally trapped on White Mane. They're
Are they
doing,
trapped? I feel like they're loving life though.
I know, but like imagine if those people didn't have White Mane. God forbid White Mane didn't exist. And then Classic, that's like another whole section of the Classic community, like on that server that like we aren't even privy to it. I'm sure there's fucking drama on White Mane now with all the people in their fucking full Nax tier GDKP shit, right?
Probably.
That they have huge drama against other guilds or whatever. We just literally don't care because like we don't play on that server and we don't know anyone that plays on that server. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole insular community, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah. So me saying like we should just get rid of White Mane, it's like whatever. But you know, because there's still thousands of people that play it. But
well, that's
I
it.
don't know.
And that's another thing. Like, I don't know what they can do. Like, it feels gross that they would just wipe the server and just wipe your fucking character progression.
From 5 years of Nax.
I don't see them ever doing it. And this kind of like, I don't know too much about it, but I think this kind of fits into like.
But they did that on the
fucking-
original Classic though, sort of. If you
do you
wanted to, well, if you wanted to keep, they were like, we're going to split the characters, like the timeline, and you're going to have TBC.
No, you kept it. Yeah, but
No,
you
you
got
had
to choose,
to pay.
right?
You had to, yeah, you got to choose,
yeah.
but you had to pay if you wanted both. So if you wanted to stay on White Mane or whatever those
Yeah, but your
servers,
character still goes like that. Those characters are now going into mob.
I know
That's what I'm
that
saying.
character's
So that
going
time
into
investment
mob,
is still there. You might not necessarily be interested in like TBC, Wrath, mob, whatever, but your time investment's still there technically.
I'm just
on
saying though that they
character.
were like willing to delete a whole version of your character, like even back then. Like as in they weren't just allowing people to do both. It was a paid. They were, but you had to pay. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
So if you
But I
didn't
just
pay,
don't see them.
character just boop, deleted. See you later.
Yeah,
You know? So
I don't know, but they've got to do something because like what we're now moving into mop, and they're going to keep sod around. I would assume
yeah, Sod's not gonna get deleted, right? Like surely.
they say that, but I don't know.
Fucking like, bro, someone had the stats pulled up the other night. Fucking Moonwing server has literally
20
40.
cunts.
40. That's just
Is it 40?
Moonwings.
I thought it was 20.
It was 40 the other night when I looked at it or whatever. And
Well, it's going to be fucking 0 in like a month.
well, Moonwing's a freak, so his guild's gonna keep playing probably, I imagine. But like, yeah, that's Raiders. But if you go on and look, there's like 20 bots with like random letters, like in a dungeon.
Okay,
and
you're
there's-
you're talking about actual players. I'm talking about like the actual raid numbers.
yeah, the raid numbers is 40 people. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, it makes sense now.
Yeah. And you
Okay,
log on.
that
I went
sounds
on there like a couple, like maybe at the start of this year as like a bit of a joke, because like I had the Horde character before I transferred it, and like, I was like whispering people. I was like, "Why are you even fucking on this server? Like, what are you doing?" Like, I saw people like leveling up, you know. Just
It would
like,
have just been bots, or what they do is they farm. Oh no, because was there ever? Because generally, what they do on error servers, they'll go to like a dead server, and then get like mats, and then transfer over.
yeah, but I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, maybe they would do that. But these people were like actual humans, though.
Oh,
So-
okay, they actually replied to you.
Yeah. And I was just like, bro, you should go to Crusader Strike. The server's like dead. And he's like, oh, thank you. Sorry, Moonwing. I
This
got rid of
poor
one of your
cunt.
potential raiders, mate. Sorry, mate.
This
Yeah.
poor cunt's playing the game, and then someone just like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah. Just like, I'm all for like playing sword or whatever, but it's like, you're literally the only level 40, like, that's logged in the entire month. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't even
But
do
I don't know.
dungeons or anything.
I feel like they've got to do they've got to have like some sort of like, I don't know, for lack of a better term, like fucking State of the Union where they just fucking just sit here and be like, look, we've got to talk about what about this fucking classic
They should
player
just
base.
force Moonwing off the server and send him to
Well,
Crusader
it's not
Strike.
even.
It's
It's yeah, but
insane.
okay, but it's not. It's not even only that. It's like, okay, so you want to force them off the server? Yeah, okay. What, you're just going to still keep all this? You're going to still keep the sod servers up there?
On Crusader Strike, just one server. I see. Like so now you got White Main and then you got Crusader Strike, right? And
Don't forget, there's still another old fucking version of hardcore sitting there.
I know, which is insane.
I feel like they will eventually merge those. They have to.
Boomhow and
Yeah,
what's the other one? The old one.
Device Pillager.
Yeah,
No, Device Pillager and
Skull
I
Rock.
don't know now.
That's it.
Skull
Yeah,
Rock, yeah.
yeah. But like they needed to be merged together anyway. And bro, they were fucking East Coast, West Coast servers to begin with. Who even like it's not like the ping's any better for an Aussie, really. It is by like 30
You don't know.
points. But like
They didn't factor us into it, nor should they.
I know, but
Like,
that's what I'm saying. So that server should just get those two servers should just get mushed
Yeah,
together
but the thing is,
anyway.
people enjoy the fresh economy. That's the draw of a fresh server. So, but now that after a year or so or whatever, when TBC gets announced, I would
Yeah.
hope that because the fucking economy would be fucking destroyed by them because people buy gold.
Yeah.
That they will merge those two hardcore servers. That would at least mean that they've kind of fucking consolidated some of the fucking game modes. Because right now it's just like I said, it's so insane that they
Yeah.
like. I don't know if are you gonna play Mop?
Yeah, I got into a guild, so I'm gonna try to fuck around.
Okay,
with
so
everything, but-
you go into Mop, right? And there's so many fucking servers because they haven't done anything with them. They're all the same, like from the OG Classic. So like the most populated server of like 5,000 people, right? Which people would argue is dead. I don't necessarily think that's dead.
You're talking about like as in the Kata servers now, like as in
Yeah, like the
Arugul
Keta
and-
servers now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But they're also because they're all spread out. That like everyone's got like 5,000, 3,000. But if you just fucking consolidated them, you'd have like a 10,000 player server or whatever. But they just, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's like a pride thing for them, and they just feel like they're like admitting defeat if they close down servers or something. But
Yeah, because because they don't show numbers anymore. So if they're like, we need to consolidate servers together, then that
Mop has
would
cross realm. Do they really? I didn't think they did. Oh, for like maybe like queuing dungeons and shit. Yeah.
Oh, true. Does Kata have that or not yet? I feel like it doesn't because, I don't know.
No,
Because
well, it does for OCE. It does for. I think it's just OCE though. Like OCE does, and obviously NA does. Like we're not. They haven't joined OCE and NA together
does
yet.
Yo Jumba still exist? I thought
You know
Yo
what? I
Jumba
think they closed. I think they closed
Yeah.
Yo Jamba.
because I got fucking
No,
we
they
got
closed
free.
Shadow Strike. They closed Shadow Strike. Yo Jam is still there. I think. I could be wrong though.
Bro, they were trying to get us off Yo Jamba in Wrath, man. Like that's why I'm on Arugul. I was on Yo Jamba from the beginning, right? Yo Jamba bad. So
And Q cross server at the moment for dungeons. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, that's fine then.
yeah. Well,
It might not be too bad then
I don't know.
if that's the case.
Do they have LFR in MOP? I'm like, don't even fucking. I don't know.
No, they
enough about MOP.
I mean yes initially, but they've decided that they're not going to
What do LFR when?
yeah. So LFR gear now comes from those celestial dungeons, I believe,
Yeah.
which I think that's good.
Yeah.
I think that's the play.
I don't know. I'm just trying to double check that we haven't missed anything important. I feel like
We haven't, but in saying that, if this is the final chapter of Batgasm,
okay. You got a final statement you want to make, do you?
somewhat. Just
Go on.
I want to reiterate that I do not think he deserves to be trolled in real life.
Yeah.
if he gets trolled in game, to me personally, and I've always said this, it's whatever. Don't really care. If it's against TOS, then obviously that's an issue, but that's for Blizzard to sort out. If he ever wants to talk, I'm more than open to talking to him. And I try not to talk about him anymore or sling any more shit at him unless he calls us names. I think that's a fair. Because he's gonna watch this, by the way, just so you know.
For sure, whatever.
Yeah, he's gonna watch this. So
I feel like I haven't said anything I haven't already said.
yeah,
you know. So.
But in saying that, we need to find something else to talk about because next week or whenever we do another podcast, we're not going to have anything to talk about.
Correct.
So unless we might not, our podcast, he might have killed our podcast because if he doesn't do anything if he doesn't do anything retarded or like has a fucking go at us for no reason, podcast is dead. So, yeah. So balls in your court, sir.
Yeah, no, that's okay. We'll come up with something. And we're going to probably also just note for any of the new guys watching the fucking podcast from this saga, we do normally do it every 2 weeks, but we did an intermediate one because of all the drama, and then this is our normal regular time. So going forward, we'll probably
even though it's
back,
not on the right day.
Even though it's not on the right day, correct?
Yeah.
So it will be probably another 2 weeks.
You viewers.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Good luck trying to follow the schedule.
Yeah, that's right. So normally it's Tuesday, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, but yeah. I'm sure
for Dark Gale. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Yeah, you reckon Dark Gale's going to come back on the podcast? I don't think so. But
I could get him to come on. The other thing is, do I really want him? Do we want him back on? You know what I mean? He would come on 100%. I could get him to come on 100%. 100%.
But now that you've said that, they're all going to want you to fucking do it. So I don't know.
No. When I say we, I mean you and I.
Yeah, well, I just
like I still have issues with what he said. I still have issues with.
So it's like,
and I've told that to him because I've spoken to him since then, and I've said to him, I said, I still think you're fucking mentally, you're mental for what things that you've said.
Yeah.
And the only way he would, and this is how I know he will never be back on the podcast, as a proper.
Oh, because he'd have to apologize.
Because he would have to
back the shit that he said.
Profusely apologize. Like I'm talking like he would have to not beg or anything, but he would have to apologize and explain to me why he's sorry.
Yeah.
And why he thought the way he thought. And or even if he thought like he said, yeah, I understand that it could have been misconstrued, blah, 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 blah. But I don't. Yeah, that's never going to happen because he obviously still thinks he's right.
Yeah, which is crazy. I don't know. He did. Before we go, the Dark Ale, he did actually make a YouTube video that he posted like.
Good on him. I've been telling him he should be doing that. Yeah. He should be doing that. He should be doing shorts.
Yeah.
I think anyone who's trying to take streaming seriously, I think you're silly if you're not doing shorts, you're not doing multi-streaming, you're not doing all these other things because the thing is everyone else is doing it. Yeah. So you should be too.
True, me as well. Preaching to the choir.
Let's talk about you for a little bit. What's your plans? What are you doing?
I don't know. I want to play Mop, so I'm probably gonna crunch Mop. But I have been enjoying Kata as well. Are you going to do a big boy stream on Mop launch? Well, this entire week got fucked up because my plan was to stream all day yesterday, or as long as I could, then roll that stream into the podcast and keep streaming. Because it was not apparently. Yeah, I think yesterday was the 2-year anniversary of the stream, but it's still coming up. I don't know. There's a leeway on the window, so I was gonna do a big stream for that, but that's completely that went out the window.
Have you ever done and we were memeing about it, but have you actually ever done a subathon?
I did what we joked around called the unfattening, which was sort of a subathon, but it was a complete failure. And not that it was a failure, it was funny and it was good content, but I was trying to get people to sub to make me exercise. And then so what would happen is some of the boys would gift a sub or two You know what I mean? It was meant to be like
Yeah.
a 3 or 4 hour thing, but you know, the people that wanted to subbed at the start, and then I don't know, it was fun for like an hour, and then no one subbed, and then it's like, well, I still kind of want to keep doing the exercise, but I'm meant to be doing it for money, and it's like a complete flop. So, you know, it was
Have
funny,
you-
but it was like
Why don't you do?
but no one wanted
Why
to
wouldn't
give
you-
money. So like the
But why
joke
don't you
is
do a
that if
traditional? Why would you?
oh
Why
like
would you not do a
and
traditional
like as in
subathon?
don't end.
I hate to bring
Because,
him up again,
like
but so
yeah.
with Backgasm, with he's doing a streamathon right now or something,
Yeah.
right? What? Because everyone does them differently. In my opinion, there is only one way to do a streamathon. What is he? If just say because it's getting late for him, I guess, or early.
Mhm.
What does for people who have watched? Because this is the 7th streamathon. I didn't even know he did one.
Oh,
But
yeah.
so with this streamathon, what does he do when he goes to bed? Does the stream go off, or does he keep the stream on?
I think he pauses it, but I'm not sure if
That's
the
not a streamathon, man. In
Yeah,
my
I
head,
know.
that's not a streamathon.
Yeah.
A streamathon
No, I get
is
what you're saying. Stay up.
yeah,
Or just
usually
sleep on
puts
the
a bot on.
floor with the camera or
Yeah, that's
something.
not a streamathon to me.
But
Unless you're like going away for like, nah, I don't know, man. I feel like a streamathon is like you can put a cap on it and do like
Yeah.
streamathon. Hey, I'm only doing a week or whatever, or 3 days. You do a
Yeah.
3 days streamathon or something,
Yeah.
2 days or whatever. I just feel like you need to like sleep. It sounds so creepy.
Yeah.
You like should just sleep on stream.
Well, yeah. I don't know. As long as it count if you
You stay on until the blood clots win.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So no, I agree with you. I feel like if you pause it, it's a bit like, you know, I don't know. Yeah,
Bro,
pausing
there's
it.
I would never. There's some actually no. There is some streamers out there that will
Yeah.
do like they'll say they're doing a streamathon,
Yeah.
but all they do is just do their normal streaming hours.
Yeah, which is
But
like,
will,
and
like-
what's the difference? You're just
Yeah.
gonna stream tomorrow for money. It's like, yeah, that's
But
why
what
I
they'll do
get
is
what
they'll keep the like the clock right, so the clock's still ticking, and they'll say, "Oh, I'll finish off the clock tomorrow," but it's like just during the normal time hours, the stream hours anyway.
Yeah,
So they're literally not streaming anymore.
yeah,
They're just doing their normal stream. They might
Well-
do like an extra couple of hours or whatever.
yeah. I don't know.
But
I
it's
get,
not to me. That's not a streamathon.
maybe I could do something like that. That would be fun. But
The only
my
thing
thing
say,
goes. Oh, can I just say though? Because it goes either two ways. That knowing our community, obviously, no one subs, so it ends after like 2 hours, and then it just ends. Right? That would be the joke. Or it goes insane, and if I'm doing it, then
So-
I'm gonna be awake for 4 days. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
you would do a cap for one. I think you would coincide it with say something
yeah,
like
the
a mock-
Andy-a-thon. yeah. So God, oh, do it with
think you
mock
would-
launch or
You
something.
do it with mock launch. You do
Yeah.
it with something that coincides with somewhat of a hype or something, right?
Yeah,
And then just right off the bat, I would think like of a nighttime,
Mm.
you would do like, I don't know. I think you should do like, I don't know, like fucking food reviews or something. Or get something fucking gross to eat or something. I don't know.
yeah. Do food reviews. True. Because I always meme on the boys that I do food reviews and then I don't. They want to turn me into
or get one of
Greg.
those fucking hot
Yeah.
chips, dude. You know one of those death chips that come in like it's just a single.
Oh,
chip?
you mean the like a nacho fucking covered
I
in
don't
the
know what they're
shit.
called.
Yeah.
That shit. That's
the-
just always fun.
Yeah, true. I think you can try harder to farm subs like Batgasm, Todd. I know, but man, I just find like having like they joke about it, but having like the beggar bar fucking above your head, you know, it's I don't know. I've just never really been comfortable with that shit. So it's
It
just
depends.
like
What's the beggar bar? What does it say on the? Or what does it say on there?
I don't know, just sub goal, but it's like or something. I don't know. But well, for
I
me,
see, I
I
think
don't.
that's an Aussie
like-
thing. I think us Aussies just think that's cringe. To me, I think that's fine.
What the sub goal? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
It's just
to me, that's fine. But I know there are people out there that think that's begging or whatever, which is fine. They can think
Yeah.
that. I just don't necessarily agree.
I don't know.
But that
It's
might
just
be
like
because
when
I've been
also looking
yeah.
at Bat lately. Or
Yeah, I don't think you should put like rent goal up there or
yeah.
I need X amount of money so my
Uh,
internet cuts off. Like so it doesn't cut off. Like I don't think you should
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I don't know, like the other thing too is it feels like also I don't know. Because sometimes like this is the thing. I've had like, especially with OnlyFans, I got like trickle down like donators, I guess. And I think all it was like people that watched the big streamers and knew they had no hope of like getting in with them. So they trickled down into some of the smaller streamers and donated to be like, oh, I'll level up with you in the hopes that then they would get into a group or something
yeah,
with the
okay.
bigger streamers, right? But I don't know. But also they were just donators from the bigger streamers or whatever, and they like donated. But it's just like I even felt weird with that shit because they like it's like you're trying to catch like with a beggar bar or whatever. You're trying to catch like one random dude in the night that like stumbles across your stream and then it's like, oh, I'll pay for your rent because I'm a good guy. You know what I mean? It feels weird.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
I agree with that.
you know, especially if it's like some rant because it's not like back in the day where it was like the joke of Saudi prince just like throwing money at you or
Yeah,
whatever.
but that was a thing.
I know that was real, but it's like now
that
it's
was
like
insane back in the
some
day.
other internet dude. You know what I mean? It's like some other dude that's like basically in the same position as me, and I'm fucking asking them for money. You know, so
I think we've talked about it before, but there was that guy. I forget his name. He used to be he was only in the WoW section.
yeah,
I want to say his name was like Cheesy Puffs or something. I can't remember. But there was a guy in the WoW section and he would just go around and just fucking like make it rain on people back in the day. Like I'm talking like 2015, 2016, 2017.
yeah,
It was crazy back then. Like people
Yeah.
on like they would do like Mitch Jones era, like that kind of
true,
2016, 17.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I just like I don't even really touch like I'm in a position where I don't really even touch my money like that I get from the subs. I use it to either pay if I have a sub for someone else or I gift a sub comes out of that money, or I have it set up to like pay for the TTS and some other shit, right? And then I just save it up for like when me and Stormcock like have a funny idea, I'll buy some props and gags with the money that like I've got saved from the stream. Like, bro, I don't even know if I should say this because it's been long enough.
You're
now.
gonna say it anyway.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna say it. The maybe I mute for stream. The UFOs, right? That were in the UFO stream. They cost $70 total.
How many did you buy?
Just 2. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like because helium apparently is like a fucking rare resource now. It's insane.
You're right.
So
I
it
had to buy
costs
them
like
for a birthday. Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. They're so expensive.
So I bought 2 and then fucking you know what I mean? And then like I got some other dumb shit for that as well. So then I don't know, not like a lot, but you know, probably spent like $100 organizing that stream and shit, you know. But that's why like that stream was like a fun one and it was like better content, you know.
The only reason I don't know if they can hear us now.
No, I just muted me so they couldn't.
Okay. All right, gotcha.
But now I'm unmuted. Okay.
Okay. The reason why I bring it up
Yeah.
is that, and obviously you're not gonna know this because you're still like in it, right?
Yeah.
But there are like certain aspects that that I regret not doing
Yeah.
when I was trying to do the streaming thing. And I feel like that will be one of them because you're in a unique position where you can do that right now.
What, beg for money?
We'll do like a streamathon
True.
or
Yeah.
just do anything to actually, because you never know, man. Like,
Yeah. No, I know you're right.
you know what I mean?
You're right. But I will just say that like part of the reason why like I have taken it somewhat serious, like try to be semi-regular, even though it might disappear for 2 weeks or
The
whatever.
most regular thing is this irregular podcast, Todd.
Yeah. It's literally holding the podcast universe together is this one thing. The most, oh fuck, that was so good, Entice. Holy shit. Oh fuck. Oh. What I was gonna say is that I got all my hopes and dreams like built up and put all this pressure on myself for the fucking OTK Mokkara thing that I did like way at the beginning, right? Which like actually, let's be real. I went from streaming like on the weekends because I was still working then, like, and having like 5 viewers, which was just like a couple of my WoW mates, to all of a sudden within a month of just grinding classic hardcore in the OTK thing to having like 50 people watch me every night. Or like
you didn't follow it up.
Well, yeah, but that was because like I don't know, because I failed, because I died or whatever. I put a lot of pressure on myself.
You thought you were going to win the fucking
No,
tournament.
I thought I was going to make it into the semifinals, and I got fucking fucked by, I don't know if you even know this whole story, but like, I got fucking fucked by that mage. I would have gone through 3-0 NT-wise. I would have gone through 3-0 into the semifinals.
So because you were angry about that scenario, you then just threw it away and just decided not to stream anymore?
I did not stream. I just like, it was like near Christmas or whatever. And I'd been streaming every single day for like 3 weeks straight. And I had work.
Like, what do you think happens when you like are a full-time streamer?
I know, but I had to go back to work and shit. At that time I was still employed.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And I had like fucking put other real life shit off for that, you know? So I like was fucking playing WoW 24/7 for fucking 3 days.
You did make the semifinals.
Yeah, but I
just sleep.
Yeah, because I was awake.
Good point. Great. Thank you for holding him accountable.
Okay,
You're
but I was
absolutely
awake for like fucking over 24 hours to even do the competition, and then after the competition, I didn't get in because like I lost that duel. It was only because some other dude pulled out. They messaged me at like 2 a.m. So I like slept. I went to bed, and then I get the message later in the middle of the night, our time. Like, so I just
say what?
They were just like, "Hey, someone pulled out. Would you
Can you
jump
get online
in?"
now?
Yeah, and that was it. And then I woke up in the morning and saw the message, and it was too late. Like,
okay.
Right, and I could have. Yeah, I could have, but I don't know. I got robbed anyway. I would have fucking done it, but then I would have like gone. I would have fixed my sleep schedule to like adjust for that. But I don't know.
Noted. I get it.
Yeah.
But the thing is.
Yeah, but after that, I need to recover, and I had work and stuff. So then I just
that's fine. I'm with you on that. I'm still with you. I'm on Team Todd right now.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
However,
grill me. What's
OnlyFans launches?
Yeah. What about that? I played.
I feel like you could have streamed hell of a lot more.
Yeah, I could have, but I still feel like I stream like 3 or 4 days a week, like for long hours. For
I feel like you
OnlyFans
should have done
launch.
at minimum 8 hours a day, 5 days, minimum.
Yeah, true, but
I feel like you'll regret that one day.
Maybe. I think I did. I personally, NT-wise, I feel like I did OnlyFans all right. I didn't leech mega hard. I didn't want to be weird to any of the big streamers.
Yeah, I think from a social aspect, I think you were fine.
Yeah, because like I was watching other people fucking. Also, the other thing is also like, you know, I'm an idiot. I was like drinking on stream and stuff. So every now and then I say some like something that's funny to us in like Aussie humor, but I'm like with some PG streamer that like doesn't even swear, and I'm like, "What's going on, cunt?" Like, come in red hot, you know, to the point where fucking like Quinn69 was reacting to me saying shit because he thought I was the cunt saying shit to Pirate. Like that's the level that it got to. So I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. I thought I did fine. And also I think I did fine. Like, fucking how you doing? There's a whole little group of us that would never have fucking even interacted if it wasn't for OnlyFans.
From a social aspect, you were fine. I just feel like you could have like, I don't know. I feel like from outside perspective, I feel like you should have been online more than you were offline during that era.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not. Yeah, yeah, I guess. But I feel like I did stream like fucking 8 hours a day when I was doing it, even longer some days.
Gee, I feel like you were just like,
No, but it's just because I was like grinding, and then I'd try to organize 1 or 2 dungeons because we were Australian time, they would be like only a few Americans would be awake, and like at that point we were also getting trolled a little bit, so I didn't want to group with randoms because people were trying to kill OnlyFans people. So you do 1 or 2 fucking like streams or 1 or 2 dungeons, and then like I'd just be leveling on my own in the open world because no one was awake. You know what I mean? And I'd get to like midnight our time, and I'd be like, okay, I'm going to bed. It's like literally no one
to be
awake.
fair to Todd, OnlyFans didn't really help out many small streamers. Is that true? It might be.
I would say
Is there
that
anyone who actually? What about that German chick?
oh
Wasn't
yeah,
she a small
But
streamer?
nah, she was big before that. She was. I
Oh,
think
was
she
she?
had a
Okay, I
big.
didn't know that.
She was like 800, maybe a couple hundred viewer before. So she went from like 500 to 800 to like 1K. Like, so she gained a couple hundred viewers. But
Okay, no, yeah, but
like,
she's not a small streamer. I'm trying to think, was there anyone who actually like? I feel like Silly Ann did well, but
yeah, but she was sort of known before OnlyFans, or not really.
nah, there's no way I would call her like she was a small
Did
streamer.
she have like 52? I don't know, but she got in with Tyler, right? She was like Tyler's
Yeah.
pocket healer. So she was. It was her.
And she did not fucking log off though. That's what I'm saying. She was grinding.
True. She did get like, see, she did get more emotionally invested into it than I did.
She
too.
cried. So yeah, that's yeah.
Like, to be fair, I didn't die, but maybe I would have cried if I died, just for the views.
Would you have really cried?
Yeah, for the views. You would have tweeted
Oh.
it if I cried, bro. Imagine that.
Probably, yeah, definitely actually would have, yeah.
Easy, Fab.
You would have been, I'll tell you what, the comment,
Get
Twitter
the
would have
subs, everyone being like, yeah, but I don't
Twitter would
care.
have ripped you to shreds though.
That
you
would
did.
that would have been so good. And then to this day, everyone in the chat would be Todd cried when he died or something like that. It would have been fine.
Like a shitty copy pasta, yeah.
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 Ugh.
Todd died, so he cried or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those shitty emojis in the middle, yeah.
Man,
Really funny.
I'm just like, in all honesty, right? I had this discussion with Spikers. I was completely prepared. Like, this is what's so insane. If I had have actually been in that first raid, I probably would have died when Tyler like blew up. Because
you would have stayed in with him.
Well, I had it in the back
You're a
of
fucking
my.
Chad. You
Well-
would have just listened to him.
Well, that, but also I was hyper aware of like, you know, if like the main tank is gonna die or fucking soda popping or one of the huge ones, and I fucking get a clutch heal and save him and I die, that's like
Yeah.
the conversation for an entire week. You know what I mean? In OnlyFans. So it would have elevated the stream like an insane amount. I was aware of that. So going into every single raid, I sort of had a death wish. But I went in
Yeah.
with like the gamers, and like we had like one person die in every one of my raids. I wasn't in like
you got the sweat debuff too.
which is so dumb because like, yeah, I
Dumb.
guess I played classic, but I
Yeah.
the thing is I did dob myself in. Like
I'm pretty sure you asked me and I told you not to.
Well, no, because I had like Soda Poppin' had gone through and like labeled me not a sweat, like I was bad at the game, like twice. So then I was like, well, fucking, I am bad at the game. Everyone in my fucking chat tells me I'm bad at the game. So I'm like,
Yeah, well then yeah.
So-
Nah.
and then it was like when they changed the rules or whatever, and that, like, or if you've ever raided once, and then like because fucking I don't know. I told them that I did the OTK hardcore thing to get to level 60 the first time around. So, you know, and then they still didn't label me a sweat. They said I sucked. That was like what happened. So I was like, okay, like they're like, you didn't even make the semifinals. And then I went and cried in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, don't remind me. Yeah. So I don't know. And then I didn't even fucking, yeah, that's the other thing. Fucking, because when fucking C Dank died or whatever, Soda Poppin pulled up my POV and like roasted me for like fucking 20 minutes. So it's like, you know what I mean? So when they were like going through the draft, they were like, yeah, Todd's shit. He's not a sweat. And then like,
because you were part of the you were part of the roster, and they
well, I was only pulled up. I don't even.
You went live. You went live. Remember?
Oh yeah, because I got up at like 2 a.m. my time, and I went live, and random chatters came in, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you got benched." And I was like, "What the fuck?" I literally like I had a friend's like 29th birthday that I like went to, and then I left at like fucking 6 o'clock so I could go to bed.
Did you tell them why?
Yeah, because I was like, I'm gonna be on this on the fucking first raid in the main raid. Whatever. I tried to explain to them, but I was like, there's going to be like a fucking 100,000 people watching this
I would have
shit.
kept that shit close to I would not tell a soul.
Yeah, but my girlfriend fucking like knew what I was doing. So it's like, she was like, oh yeah, he's playing video games. I was like, okay. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, whatever.
Okay.
I wasn't bragging about it. Fuck. I was just like, whatever. So I went home and like went to bed at like 8 o'clock to try to, because I had to wake up at like 2 a.m. And then I wake up, start my stream. I didn't have a single DM in my Discord, by the way. So like, you know, and then
yeah, that is brutal. That you went live. I
went live and random chatters like, yeah, you got benched. And because of my community, I'm like, yeah, bullshit. Like,
and the thing is, and that's the thing, because you told me, right? Because I just woke up to a DM saying you had been dropped, though you've been benched. I was like, oh, that's weird, but he's still streamed. I'm going to go back and watch the stream. And it's actually like heartbreaking when they come in and they're like, nah, you're not playing. Yeah. You're like, yeah, right, whatever. But obviously I'm watching a VOD. I know. And I'm like, oh, Todd. Because there was a few times they were like, nah, man, we're being serious. Like, you're not. You got benched. And you were like, yeah. I was like, bro.
Yeah, well, I just assume like, you know, because all the viewers are being freaks. So we're trying to get people benched so that their favorite streamer could get in or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm not listening to first-time chatters telling me I got benched that I don't know. You know what I mean? And even if my guys were awake saying it, I wouldn't believe them either. You know what I mean? Like, but I didn't have a DM. It wasn't until like I was like in the guild chat, like, hey, I'm logged in, that they were like, oh, what the fuck? And then I got a DM. Like, I was just like, oh, yeah, it was grim, but
that is fucking brutal.
Yep. 13-minute stream made me sad. Oh fuck, I don't know, but still, that's kind of funny. I went with Grayson and everyone anyway. It was like whatever, but I don't know. See, that's the thing. That was brutal because I like knew I wasn't getting into the main raid, and then like by a series of like insane events, I end up like the 5th pick, and then I get benched like the morning of. It's like
who took your spot? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't care. Some other guy. Like the thing is that I was like I was trying not to be salty about it in the moment. I know that we're like completely going off to the side here, but it's like, you know, there was like 10 other cunts in there that were like way sweatier that weren't labeled as a sweat. And I know I know, but not including the people they specifically like.
Oh yeah. Like,
and it's just like, come on, man. Like,
yeah.
So, you know, it's like fucking, and the clip that they found of me raiding in Classic, and I didn't scrub my clips or anything. I didn't give a fuck. The one clip they found was of me in a raid on hardcore after the OTK competition, which I told them that I was in. So it was like me in a MC that we didn't even finish. We didn't even finish that MC in like on hardcore.
Oh, was it worth it?
What, that raid? Or what, OnlyFans?
Yeah, obviously not.
I don't know. Fucking, yeah, I guess I just went back to bed. I don't know.
Yeah, I do think you were hamstrung because it was like just because OCE and now shitty fucking time zones.
Yeah, but they also picked like the worst. Well, I guess for them, I guess they did the numbers.
They picked it, yeah.
So I feel like it was still shit for EU, even though they said that it was like kind of good for EU, but I don't know. I feel like it would have just been better if they just did like 7 p.m. US, like CST or something. I don't know. But I don't know. That it's whatever it is now. But I guess like is that because Soda's like a daytime streamer? You just didn't want to fucking stream.
Yeah, I mean they were all kind of streaming at the same time, right?
Yeah,
Majority of them. I don't know. I don't know what these streamers do anymore.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
What's that?
Honestly, how you doing? That could have been it. I don't know.
What?
He's joking, but he's saying they didn't want any Aussies in the first raid because they didn't want anyone saying cunt in front of 100K.
Well, yeah, they could have just said, "Hey, don't say cunt."
Yeah, so because I was gonna say it, so maybe it was a good thing.
Just try and stop me.
Yeah, just try and stop me. That was my loot. Yeah. I don't know. Are you done so now, NT wise?
We can be done. We can be done.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
We're just
Just
waffling.
got to work out what we're gonna. We've got 2 weeks for something to go down.
Yeah, but I don't know. We can
Preferably not with
Batgasm.
thou who shall not be named. Yeah, well, yeah.
Keep my motherfucking name out your motherfucking mouth.
Yeah.
Someone send him that. All right.
So you wouldn't have done Frontier 2?
Oh, I just thought it's Alliance,
there's no like, even if I look at it now, like, I don't think anyone
there's
cares.
a tiny little bit of hype the first day because of like racing. So people like chat hopping
and they did like a mini tournament the day before as well.
Yeah, well, I didn't even hear about that. That's just
that's what I mean.
psycho.
Like,
a practice run the day before of not your real character, and then to run it back for real the next day. Like as if you wouldn't want to have a sleep in or chill stream the day before you're gonna speed run it or whatever.
Yeah, so. I don't know. It's a rough time right now on the WoW section. To put in perspective, the 4th highest stream right now has been reruns. So
in the WoW section.
In the WoW section, yeah. So we're struggling.
True. Is WoW's only got 22K viewers, bro.
That's very good for this time.
True, I guess it's in the middle of the night.
That's insane. Look, I generally think it's like from 8 o'clock to like maybe 10 o'clock, maybe 11 even. Is like they're like that's the worst time on Twitch analytic
it's
analytics,
peak OCE
in
time.
the world.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
God,
like very, very bad.
So disgusting. Path of Exile has like almost as many, but that's all the EU
I'm very
freaks,
surprised.
right?
That's a very good number for WoW right now. To be honest, that's very good. Like, look at it during the day. Like, it's dropped off significantly. I remember like looking at like WoW and seeing it drop down to like 18,000 back in like 2018 and thinking, fuck, what's happening? Like, where is everyone? Now you look at it, you're like, oh, that's pretty good.
True. Some categories, but like, bro, Counter-Strike has like 50K viewers right now. But that's got to be EU people. It has to be, right? Like,
I don't know.
The fuck?
I know nothing about CS community.
I know. I'm just saying that like Valorant, I guess as well must be like, it's a big catch-all fucking like stream category, I guess. I don't know. We're getting into the weeds here a little bit, but bro, Elder Scrolls Oblivion has 300 viewers, and like that only came out like
that was popping off though at the start.
Yeah, I know.
Loving that shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, no, it's I mean, I get it. That's not going to be around forever. So, I tell you what, if WoW closed down, if they just for whatever reason finish just close down the servers tomorrow,
yeah.
It is fucking insane that WoW has lasted this long.
Oh yeah, like 20-something years now, right?
I would probably be it's. I don't know, like monetized standpoint, but it'd have to be one of the most successful games of all time, purely just for its lifespan and the continue, like how much it's still making money. Like I don't know if you saw, this is a little bit different, but there was some news that came out of RuneScape, not the old school RuneScape. You know, like they've got
Or
like their
RuneScape
retail version
3
of
or whatever.
RuneScape.
Yeah.
So they came out today and basically said, "Hey, no one's playing, no one's buying, no one's playing this game anymore. Our fucking population's dying. So we're removing microtransactions, or they're minimizing microtransactions. Please come back and play."
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of good that they say that, and they're
I
like,
think it's
fuck.
just I feel like they're just a little bit desperate.
Yeah, but to remove microtransactions out of it is like, yeah.
It's RuneScape 3 though, not the old school
Yeah,
one.
not the new one, or not the
I've
old
never
new one.
played the new one.
Yeah.
They're doing like they're like yeah, they're doing three over 3 months. They're doing three like events that are like removing microtransactions or something, and then based once those 3 months is over, they're going to decide what the future is or something like that. There's like a 5-minute video on their Twitter about it. It's actually a pretty good video, and the thing I really enjoyed it because is it Jagex, that company?
Yeah.
They're in terms of like customer relations and like community management. I don't know any other better company. They are they don't bullshit you. They don't lie to you. They're very upfront about the decisions they make. First of all, they incorporate, particularly with old school, they incorporate their players into the decision making. But in the video, he basically says, he goes, "To be frank, we're not growing as a population and we need to do something about that. And this is what we're going to do." Like, could you imagine WoW fucking doing that?
No, never. Not in a million years. Bro,
Yeah, exactly.
they literally fucking came out and said, "Fuck off, we're not doing classic." And then they're like, "Oh, the numbers are probably good enough." And now like it's half of the fucking player base. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
They literally told us like, "Fuck off," for wanting it, you know. And like arguably they're fucking still fumbling all this shit. They haven't like got any proper like think about it right now, NT-wise. We can't look at each other and be like, "Hey, I'm excited for the future of this in WoW." Because we literally don't even know what the roadmap or the future of any of
That's the
this
thing,
shit
and
is.
that's the thing I've always been critical of them is they never like we should know
The next
what's
3
happening.
years, bro.
Yeah, we
Like-
should know what's happening after MOP. We should know what's happening with all our characters, everything like that.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it with retail, but even with in retail, they announced the next 3 expansions
Yeah.
because it's a story. But that we don't like. What happens after the 3 expansions? Like, are we still going to? Are they going to continue to develop the game? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's rumors that like they're going to like basically it's going to be like not WoW 2, but they're going to basically do a whole new revamp for the whole game after the Soul Saga or whatever it's fucking called.
How long's the
Everyone's-
retail expansion like timeline? Like a year and a half or a year?
Nah, it's 3 expansions. We're like halfway through War Within now.
Yeah.
We
That came out
hear
last
about
year.
we hear about Midnight in August. It releases next year, so we won't know until the end of it. Will be like end of 2027, early
Yeah, so
2028.
ages away.
Yeah,
Well, not that long away in all fucking schemes of things, but like fucking still, I don't know, bro. No, we
knows?
like that. You'd think that like Blizzard, you know, well, I guess like fucking half of the last BlizzCon was just them playing fucking orchestra music. It wasn't even like the online one or whatever they did. But like, you know, if they are working on Classic Plus in any form, you'd think like even if they were like, yeah, it's not going to come out till 2020 end of like quarter 4 2026 or something, you'd think they would have announced it like 8 months ago. You know what I mean?
we only just found out like details on. We found out when we're going to find out details on the next expansion like a couple of days ago.
I know.
So we know the names, and that's all we really know.
Yeah, but
I
even
don't
just
know.
saying that like Classic Plus is in the works in some form would just make like people more
Yeah, but instead they
crazy
like
about it.
allude to it. They don't actually.
Yeah, and then it turns out it's fucking sod.
No, but even like after
you know.
SOD, they said they are working on something, but again, you don't know what that means.
Yeah, so what? Some fucking
and time frame, like I don't know. You have to like just guess.
Yeah,
Like
next year.
you get like these blue posts. You get these blue posts, and you just have to like fucking scour them and like try and interpret what they're saying. because you would assume that they would have their like an internal roadmap, right?
Yeah, they'd have.
But like, even if you just say, "Hey, we're working on what we believe is Classic Plus. We have no interest in telling you what that means or anything, but just know we are working on it and we're expecting it to be 2028 or whatever."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But what? How long? When did they release that? Like, everyone knows that. Like, when did they say that they were going to make another Elder Scrolls? Was that like fucking like 8 years ago or something?
No, they hinted at the Elder Scrolls 6 like at like fucking the last E3 or something, right? But they just hinted at it, but they showed some trailer or
Bro,
whatever.
that's
like
more than that's more than what we know about fucking Classic Plus, really.
2018. Okay, there you go.
So yeah, 10
Yeah, so
years.
that's
So at least
ages,
we
yeah.
know it's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
I don't know. That's a whole other can of worms. Fucking Starbound or Star, fucking whatever the space one they did. I didn't even play
Oh,
it.
yeah.
But it's like,
I played it, and then I think it was like the only game I've ever like. No, I didn't. I got because it was on Game Pass, I think.
oh, okay. And then you just
I got
like,
Game Pass for it, and I was like, "This is horrible."
yeah. So that doesn't really give me fucking hope for Elder Scrolls 6. Like, yeah, it might look really good or whatever the fuck, but you know.
I don't know. Fucking Skyrim was so fucking good. So
I know, but Skyrim's arguably even a downgrade from Oblivion, bro. So like there's
I never. Yeah, I'll be
yeah,
honest. I
like,
never played Oblivion.
I played Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. And it's
Just
like,
Elder Scrolls hipster over here. No worries.
yeah, well, bro, fucking Skyrim came out in like 2012. And like I played
Yeah, and I brought it like 3 times.
true same. The fucking remaster or whatever for fucking no
Yeah.
reason. Although they
Well, no,
offered it
'cause
for like
it was like
$20 or something. Like,
but it was on like wasn't it on like 360,
oh,
Xbox
true.
One, because I was an Xbox guy, and then I think I bought it on PC as well or something.
Yeah, I bought on PC and then they did the remaster on PC, but it wasn't even like a
Right, yeah.
remaster. But it had like some slightly better, like it ran better on the PC or whatever. And they offered it like as a DLC price if you already owned the first one. So you
Okay,
didn't have to
yeah.
pay full price. But yeah, 2011 it came out. Yeah, I know. But I don't know. Yeah. Fucking, I don't know. Skyrim was sick. I played a shitload of it, but I can't go back to it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I can't. It's kind of like, I don't know if you played Minecraft. I know you don't really play that much other stuff actually, but like it's like the 2-week Minecraft phase. Like every now and then you might be like, oh yeah, I could boot up like Fallout 3 or like some of that other, or like Fallout New Vegas, and then I play it for like 1 or 2 sessions, and then I'm like, ah, fuck, whatever, because I've
Yeah,
already
you
beaten
spend
it.
more.
Like,
You spend more time like uploading mods than you actually do playing it.
yeah, and then you play it for like 4 or 5 hours, like in one chunk, and then you're just like, fuck, I'm like, that's what happened with me with the fucking Oblivion remake. I started playing it, and I was like, fuck, man, like, I don't know, I'm running back and forth from quests, like killing rats, like fucking, I don't know, and I've done it all before, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
I mean, you say that as you're probably going to go and play fucking Classic WoW tomorrow. So
True, maybe. Well, I don't know. Maybe
wrap it
some more.
up?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't really know what else to talk about because I've been bedridden. I could talk about Apogea. I did put 20 hours of that.
You know what? I saw you playing it. It looks okay. I would never play it, but it looks okay.
Yeah, the main thing
It just
is
looks like to me it just looked like RuneScape.
kinda. It's not quite like RuneScape. If it was exactly like RuneScape, I would have got bored of it pretty quick. But it's similar. It's got like a grindy element to it. But I was gonna play more of it, but I would join their Discord to like suss what was going on, and they're fucking turning the test servers off on Saturday. So I'm like, oh well, fuck. Like, I don't really want to just spend another 8 hours grinding.
You need a fucking like goal or something.
Yeah.
I feel like you just fucking floating around.
Yep, I am.
You're like just aimless, just floating
that's why
around.
CAD has been kind of good because I've been like trying to get my arm level up.
Yeah, I just hope you
so,
play after 2 weeks.
Well, this is the problem with CAD right now. It's like fucking mops around the corner, so it's like I'd probably have to spend another week gearing up for raids or whatever,
You know,
and then Mop will come
I
out,
mean,
and it's like whatever.
yeah, and you'll replace the gear in like fucking 2
Instantly, like
levels.
with greens.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know.
I
I
don't
just
know.
wanted to
I
like,
think if you want to level together, I'm happy to do that
oh yeah, that'd
as
be
well.
sick. We could sesh.
You can do that because I'm on Aragorn Horde as well,
True. Okay.
unfortunately. But
Well,
That's
I'm
what
like,
it is.
what character are you?
mage.
Okay. Well, just because like I might have to because I'm like, I was doing all the resto shit, so I might have to like respec or whatever. But if you're like a warrior or some shit, I could just fucking run around and heal you.
There's
Something.
dual spec.
Oh yeah, true. I don't have to check if I've even paid for it. I'm such a cheap bastard on all my characters. But I surely dual spec was only like $1,000.
Cheap
right? Or
as.
whatever.
It's like 40
Yeah.
gold, isn't it, or something?
Oh, now true. Wasn't it like 1,000 gold in Wrath or some shit though? I can't
No, I
remember.
feel like it's really cheap now.
Yeah.
I feel like they changed something, but I don't.
True. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you about that off stream then. We can figure something out if you want to do that. But
Oh yeah. Oh no, you didn't get the free boost, did you? That sucks.
no, because I didn't do fucking any fucking sod. So
That's so fucking.
wait,
that's
you're
so
just gonna
lame.
insta boost, or is there only a boost to 80?
No, I never played. I didn't play. I quit SOD like after phase 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't play, but it just would have been good to have like a fucking. It would be good just to have a fucking free boost.
Yeah. True. I guess. Apparently, like we talked about a little bit last time too, that you could potentially just boost a panda, like which would be fun to try play monk or whatever. But I don't know. Potentially, I don't know if that's gonna happen. But
for all the 3 people in here that play retail, if you go through the if you do like the early leveling, like the like starter zone for
yeah,
Panda, you get a free fucking mount in WoW. So I'll be doing
okay.
that. But
Anyway,
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
true.
not leveling up. I'm not leveling up on the whole way.
Yeah, I might do it just for fun, bit of content. You know, try not to make any like.
I mean, yeah, in pre-patches, there's literally nothing for you to do.
Oh, can you do it in pre-patch?
Yeah,
Can you
it's
level a
pre-patch.
panda now?
Pre-patch is like, was it next week or something?
Oh, so is that what everyone was talking about? The pre-patch is only like 8 days away or something.
Yeah, it's like pre-patch is like.
Oh,
a
well
week
then I guess
away,
I'll
but
fuck around and
there's
level a
nothing you can
panda
do
up.
though, really. You can buy. You can level up a panda or whatever, but I don't know. Do you have any? You'll probably just buy a WoW token, but there's probably
Maybe. I
you'll
don't
need some
like doing
gold.
that though. I don't know.
You'll need some gold. Not a
For-
lot. You'll
For
need
what
some.
though? Just like gemming and stuff. I got a couple thousand gold. I just buy the cheap shit until I get my actual raid items anyway. So, you know, I've never.
Could be right then.
yeah. Well, couldn't I farm gold, or is that not a thing that happens in WoW anymore?
I'm sure you can. I have no idea what the farms are.
Yeah,
But
true.
I've still got gold from Wrath. I made a lot of gold in Wrath, so I just
True.
never.
I only got like 80k. No, I only have like 6k or 8k left from Wrath. But oh, but that's because this is a whole other story. But whatever. Anyway, let's say goodbye. Otherwise, I'm going to talk for another 10 minutes about some fucking pointless Wrath thing. Anyway,
Alright.
okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
All right. See you, everyone.
See you,
Bye.
guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.